I love y'all too, art enthusiasts. It really don't be y'all. I don't like fussing is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I don't like fussing. Hi KB. I'm not convinced that she won't. Oh, thank you, user. Is it Soul Ties Day? Oh, now I can record. You so silly. It was too late, Gigi. It's caught. You in 4K, sis. Hello, my Pisces sister. No, yeah, literally, Gabriella. I'm not invested in couples for real this season. I like, I'm invested in people and I'm invested in like the story of people, but like not couples per se. And I feel like that like makes it more fun. Hi. Who are my top islanders? Oh, Shanice, I have to go look. I don't know, honestly. I used to have a very easy answer to that question, and it feels a lot more complicated for me these days, if I'm honest. So I will say maybe not my top islanders because they're my favorite people. This is going to sound very dehumanizing, and I don't mean it in this way. I swear I don't. But my top islanders, as in like the most interesting and nuanced people for me to observe, still Casey and Anaya. They're the most nuanced and interesting people to me on the island. Everybody else feels pretty predictable. Not Clam Slam. Lex, please. Like, oh, thank you so much, man P. I enjoy watching them even when they aggravate the fuck out of me because they are very complicated and they feel so human. Everybody else, I feel like I know what they're going to do. They're like the only two that sometimes I'm like, ooh, they feel like I'm not sure, like I don't know. I don't know. And to me, that is like keeping my brain stimulated. Kitty cat, you know what? Yeah, it's my most honest answer. Thank you, Beeps. Nikki, you're funny. It's like reading a book. It kind of is. Listen, we got to make up names for them, y'all. I don't know. What should we call them? Listen, Kitty. My subscribers are about to get a hell of a take. A hell of a take. I need more water. Chris Kringle. Hi, Alicia. Okay. Are we ready to get into my thoughts? I know y'all want me to talk about Casey and Anaya, but I'm going to have to see what the temperature of this live is before I start. Not Stevie J. Stevie. We got to call him Stevie. Please. Okay. I have to see what the temperature of this live is before I will agree to talk about them publicly. The way that you subscribe is if you click on my face and go to my actual page, there's a button that says subscription. And the lowest subscription is $3.99, and you get access to all of my subscriber videos on there. Talk so we can block, literally. Ugh. Hi, Rodeo Rob. Thanks for the share. Okay, you call him Plants. Yeah, Beebs, you do get more than that, but that is just... I figure it's because they want to see the videos. Oh, thank you so much, Bobos. That's why I leave it for subscribers. Not because, like, that sounded kind of shady. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it didn't. Um, okay, let's talk about the Islanders. Somebody asked me about TT. Art enthusiast. It was weird, if I'm honest. Ooh. She said it a lot of times, like 3 times. I was like, Mama, what's going on? Why do we feel such a way about that? AJ, I don't know if people are saying it was a compliment so much as it was just funny to them. Okay. Let me give like an overarching thought about Casa and Villa. Hi, Bab, my love. Oh, really? Correct, Nike. Okay, listen. Overall thoughts about Casa and Villa. It is going to be very interesting watching. Oh, thank you so much. Watching Persian Cats. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not committed to learning her name. I know that is so wrong of me, but I'm just not. I'm not committed to it. I think that Persian Cats and TT are going to be interesting in that Villa. Parmita, thank you. Are going to be interesting with the Villa girls because there's already an energy of like they almost think it's going to be some smoke. And so I think they're going in with that energy, and that's going to be very interesting to watch because I don't imagine that any of the girls in the Villa are actually going to meet them with any energy. For real, for real. I think the only person that would have actually done that is Melanie, and since they aren't bringing nobody back for her to do that. Listen, y'all have a tap goal? What's the tap goal, GG? I'm sorry. Um, yeah, Gabriella, I literally don't think they're going to get energy back at all from these particular girls. Like, I think the only girls that would give them energy, oh, y'all have 30K in 10 minutes. Wow. Wow. Well, we know that Melanie will attempt mean girl behavior, but she would be matched by TT. I don't know if she would have been matched by Amora, if I'm honest. Because we haven't seen that side of Amora, but Amora is game playing. That girl's so fucking funny, bro. I kind of wish she was coming back to the villa because she is hilarious, bro. Like, she be having me fucking dying. Like, I be cracking up looking at her. I saw the question about Anaya. Please don't ask again. I will get to it. Like, she is, listen, I told them last night, I said her in the mirror was giving me like Ursula, like casting, like it was like, ooh, that was like, girl, you in there doing a little something, something. No, it's okay, unknown. I'm just letting you know I saw it. And I was like, okay, girl, she would be fun in the villa, but I don't think she coming back. I don't think she coming back for real, unfortunately. Listen, mirror, mirror on the wall. Like, she was not playing in that mirror, but she ain't coming back, y'all. Damn it. KB, you know what? I just don't think he is, right? Because that man is trying to convince us that his heart is conflicted, but he told us for days. He told us for days that Soul and Melanie are just, they're equal. They're right there. You're going back to Melanie. Stop playing. Stop playing. You was never thinking about bringing Amora back. No shade, but his type ain't even really in that villa for real, for real. I mean, in Casa, for real, for real. Like, his type is not over there. Not cussing serious, Mike. I know y'all want me to give thoughts on KC, and I know you want me to give thoughts on Anaya. I'm going to be very clear, and I'm going to say it one time. I have been explicit about not talking about them in the public anymore because y'all don't fucking have good sense when it comes to either one of them, to be perfectly honest. And so I am not talking about them until I check the temperature of this live. Because if I feel like y'all are about to be in here dogging on either one of them, I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not making a space for y'all to fucking do that. I'm not. Because it doesn't matter what I say about them. If you don't like them and you don't like nuance, you're going to be in here talking shit about them, and I don't like that. And I'm not letting y'all do that. They're getting dogged all over the internet. I don't have to make a space for y'all to do that with me. So if I see that y'all can keep it cute, I will talk about it. If I don't see that, I'm not talking about it. And I will not let nobody on the panel talk about them. Period. Like, I want y'all to be in a place where you can critique Black people without having to malign their character. I told y'all on my last live, we need to stay the fuck on code. I'm sorry. Y'all saw the way they did them Black girls last season. Y'all saw the way they did fucking Ace last season. And I don't even like that man. But like, y'all can talk about them. You can observe their behaviors. You can say without making sweeping statements about their character. And I have not seen people doing that. And I'm just not going to let you do that in my space. I know what they're going to come out to. Jay, I can actually say whatever the fuck I want to say because it's my live. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. I actually can. And I don't play that about Black people. So, yeah. I'm happy to talk about it from a nuanced perspective, but if I don't think that you have that capacity, it's not to be shady, right? But I understand that they already blocked them. A lot of the people in the US, our reading levels, we would not have been in the same reading groups. And I'm not going to do that with y'all. I'm not going to annoy myself on my page. I know how to protect my peace. No shade. Okay, I really am not trying to be shady. I'm just being honest with you. J Mez, I think it's a matter of like, so like, I have videos where I talked about past Islanders that I actually don't fucking even really like for real. But it's like, I can talk about what I'm noticing about the gaps in like what you're not doing, what you should have done versus what you did do, what that might mean, but not being like, and that means that they're a horrible person. They're evil. They're this, they're that. They're like, that's what people do. And I don't like that. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you so much. So anywho, I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see. So that said, I don't think Melanie's bringing anyone back. Duh. How do I think that Zach is going to play it when they get back? Honestly, if I'm keeping it a whole buck with you, I don't think he got to play shit. Kayla gonna fold. I don't think he got to play shit. As soon as he walked through that door without no girl, he ain't gonna have to do nothing else. Not for real. Not for real. Unfortunately, I think he's going to be just fine. I don't know, whatever you make.
Okay, that's
I think that Zach and Kata could easily make it to the top 4. Shut up. Oh my God. My husband. So yeah, I think that they easily can make it to the top 4. I don't think she's moving for anyone else. I think that she feels very connected to him. And Ooh, y'all are doing too much. I need y'all to mind your own business, okay? I'm just light skinned. I be red all the time. But I don't think he's gonna really have to do anything. No, I know, I'm just kidding. I don't think he's gonna really have to do too much, y'all. Um, I think, yeah, she's going for that man. I think that she definitely feels very connected to him. I haven't talked about Bryce yet, Lizzie. She feels very connected to him. I do think that has to do with like the smecks, if I'm perfectly honest. Um, I know how I was when I was that age. And Smex definitely makes you feel very connected. Like you felt connected enough to want to have Smex. And then you feel more connected because you all have had Smex. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that last night she kept saying she was angry. What she was, in my opinion, was embarrassed, hurt, and betrayed. And because she couldn't express any of that to the person she felt it about, anger is what was able to come out. I think she felt betrayed, she felt embarrassed, and she felt hurt. Not only just because they had sex and he was over there kissing that girl, because, but the fact that she said in so many words that she knows that man is easy peasy, lemon squeezy, okay? She said he easy like a Sunday morning. What is he over there doing? Okay. And she doesn't want to deal with what might have happened. And that I think was also triggering her. You know what I mean? Because I think if they hadn't had Smex yet, I don't know that she would have been feeling how she was feeling. And as much as she's having a cool little time with Shay or whatever, she ain't bringing that man back. Correct, Shanice. She would stun me. I would be genuinely shocked if she brought that man Shay back. I would be genuinely shocked. Now, I want her to bring Shay back, okay? In my parlay, it ain't gonna happen, okay? But in my ideal world, okay, Shay would come back, somebody would bring back Sydney, they would couple up, and they would be my winners. Because the way that Shay, when he was talking to her about her background and talking about like what she wanted, relationship wise and marriage or whatever, and she was like, he like was asking her about like her cultural practices. Like there's an investment in her in a way that I have not seen from Zach. He was very intrigued with her, being German and Irish, but anyway, Shay and five, damn it. Give the people what they want.
I was going to say sandwich, but we ate sandwiches last night, so I was a little breakfast sandwich, you believe. Mm-hmm. But you want that?
You don't want it?
No, I'll eat it. Not really, but I'll eat it. I'll make it for you.
No. Okay.
Let's go look at that.
Okay.
Is there enough milk, though?
I don't know.
There's not. It's fine. I got some at my.
Why don't you check first?
I'll check first. And I'll just go to my crib.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. We just trying to coordinate some shit. All right. Not I like Carl. I'm sorry. That was shady. I'm not trying to be shady. Anyway, I would be genuinely confused. I would be very, very much surprised on if she actually brought that man back. KP. Okay. So I don't think that's going to happen. I think that Kata and Zach are going to be together. Yeah, I'm like, what do we like about Carl? What do we know about Carl, guys? His mom has 5 chickens and he studied abroad and he speaks 3 languages. I think what people like about Carl is that he is not Casey.
Yes.
No, he said his family does. He didn't even say he does. So I don't know if he actually does or just his family members. But like, people like about Carl that he's not Casey. But see, ask yourself that question. Why do you know that about Carl and you don't know as much about Casey? Why haven't we heard? Anaya works in nonprofit industry. Why haven't we heard anything about KC running the Run Club in his community to bring Black people together and people of color together to run? Like, why haven't we heard any sort of like that? Like, why haven't we heard that? Right. So ask yourself that. Ask yourself that. Nobody's being cruel. What are you talking? Okay. Okay. Y'all just being harsh to Carl because of KC. What I'm saying, first of all, I didn't say anything mean about Carl. What I said is I don't know anything about that man because I don't. I don't know anything about that man outside of very surface level stuff. Damn, DW got muted. Like, I don't. That's just a true statement. What? That's not mean. That's a fact. What I know about KC is the things that I've seen him engage in, the behaviors, and whether you like it or not, as a clinician, I like some of what I've seen. I like some of what I've seen. Y'all don't like it, but you're not clinicians. I don't know anything about Carl. Exactly, Shanice. I don't know anything about him. That's not a rude statement. It's just a factual statement. Okay. I haven't seen how he's going to engage with her for real, for real. Ooh, wait, what is it, Bad? That's fair. That's totally fair. I don't dislike him. Exactly, Anna. I'm like, what? Exactly. That's also the question people should be curious about. Why have Gabe, Sean, and Beatrice came out and said that Casey and Anaya were the strongest couple, but we haven't seen that on the screen? Those are the questions y'all should be asking. Anyway, but I will say that, like, Carl, for me right now, I want to see more. And I've said that the whole time, right? That, like, I want to see more between them before I can be excited about them, right? I told y'all that what my subscribers actually are the ones that heard this. I was just realizing I didn't say this to general public. Exactly, Spartan. But, like, I will say that Carl, for me right now, there's nothing that makes me excited about him with Anaya. And that's okay. It's early days. It's early days, right? I don't feel anything buzzy with them, and that's okay. I just don't feel anything in my gut. It still feels very awkward and very fresh, but based on what we know about Anaya, that's not really that shocking. That's not that shocking, right? She told us that it took, 2.5 weeks for her to be comfortable with KC. Of course she's awkward with that man. So why do y'all want me to be like, oh my God, it's just Carl and Anaya? Like, why do y'all want me to be like that? Like, just because y'all be panty soaked behind some easy shit don't mean I gotta feel like that. You be excited about it. I don't have to. Shanice? Like, anyway, I don't think that Anaya is bringing back Carl, though, y'all. I don't think it's happening. Shut up, Bad. I don't think it's happening, for real. Why don't I think she's bringing him back? Because every moment where I've seen that conversation come up, she looks I can see her having a dilemma in her mind. Like I can literally see in her face that she's not sold on it and that she is thinking about Casey. I think she is overthinking because that's what she does, right? She already told us that. But I think that she is trying to measure out things. Oh, thank you so much, Naira. But she really likes Casey, you guys. Like Mimi, I told them, Mimi. I told them. But like she really likes Casey, guys. Like she does. Why are we mad at her for that? You know what I mean? And that's what I did say. I do think that she could be convinced. And it could be Melanie that convinces her. But I actually don't know that I think Melanie is going to try for real. I don't think that Melanie's going to try for real. Okay, y'all have 75K in 10 minutes. So 45 after the hour. I don't think that Melanie is going to try for real to have her because she was the one holding, you know, meetings about missing their men. She knew she was being delusional, but she went to delusion first about that postcard because she wants to preserve what she has with Sincere. And she said, I'm going to try, right? I'm going to really try tonight, but they coming back today. They coming back. Well, not today, but y'all know, they coming back the next day. So like, it ain't really been enough time of her for real trying where I think she's going to bring Corey back. I agree, AJ. I'll talk about it if y'all can keep it cute for real. Melanie, she really likes that man Sincere. And as much as she feels played, I have yet to see anything from Melanie that makes me feel like she's ready to get out of her pattern. Not yet. Not yet. I haven't seen anything yet to suggest that. So I think that she's going to continue her pattern. She literally said to all of us, right? That man is up there kissing her right now, and I'm going to forgive him and take him back. Why would I think you're about to do something this different this time? Like, why would I think that? Because not only did she say that while she was in a couple with him, then Soul got coupled with Sincere, and they was coupled up, and then you still wrote a letter to that man. She is not moving off of Sincere, y'all. She's not. She has given you no evidence to think that she is. I'm not just, throwing shit and seeing what sticks to the goddamn wall. Based on the pattern, I have to just stick with the pattern. She is going back to that man, and that's whatever. Sure, Friday. I will in a second. Not it's the wet and wavy. I do think that potentially they will close off. If more bombshells come in, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Last season, they didn't bring in bombshells, but last season was a fucking chaotic ass mess. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know if they're going to bring bombshells in this time after Casa. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But I do think that they're potentially going to close off. I don't know how soon, because if they do bring, I think that Sincere is a person that likes to, keep his options open. But we'll see. Madison, same. Black Beauty, everybody comes to Love Island for themselves, babe. That's kind of the premise of the show. Everybody comes to Love Island for themselves to find their best connection. That's not selfish. It's literally what you're supposed to be doing. Now, what's crazy about that statement, right, is like Casey exploring in Casa is him being selfish, but then when he wouldn't explore Soul, he was lying. Like, what the fuck do y'all want him to do for real? What do y'all want the man to do for real? He was supposed to go to Casa and sit in a corner and cry about Anaya like Bryce. And even then, y'all would have been like, it's performative. He's just doing that because he's aware of the audience and he wants to win the game. He wants us to feel like there would have been, there's no winning for losing with that man with some of y'all. And that's why I don't like talking to y'all about him. For real, for real. For real, for real. No shade. But it's like, it doesn't matter what he does. Y'all find a way to villainize it. And that's actually very fucking weird. What did he say that was derogatory about Anaya? Tell me what he said. What you're probably going to type in my comments is that he didn't have anything in common with her. Tell me how that's derogatory or rude. Because Anaya said that her conversations with Carl flow more easily than her conversations with KC. Is that not the same thing, my friend? What about it? I already have a whole video about that. See, y'all about to piss me off. Nope, we're not doing it. Anyway. Anyway. Y'all's comments are moving very fast, so I can't even see all of them. Some of y'all are getting muted, as you probably should. I'm not saying that everything that the man has done is something I like. But y'all are, come on, y'all be dragging some shit. Y'all be dragging some shit. And it's weird. I agree, V. I didn't like that. Okay. Thoughts on Trinity and Bryce. Trinity, I said at the beginning of the season that she wasn't a character, or not a character, but she wasn't a person on the island that I connected to. And I chalked that up to the fact that, like, she's 22. You know what I mean? I did say at the very beginning of the season that I enjoy seeing her on the screen because she subverts expectations of Black women in TV. She is not on the screen acting like she has to keep it all together. Oh, y'all got 3 minutes to get to 75K. She's not acting like she just has to hold it all right, or like be this, and not that that would be fake, but she is not making herself box in for other people's comfort, right? Because of what people expect from Black women. She's not doing that. And I actually enjoy watching that, but I don't resonate with her, right? I started to like her more. Actually, hold on. What I said at the very, very beginning of the season, and as I said that I think that Trinity may be mean. I said at the very beginning of the season, I don't know, I think she might be mean. And then I was like, I also think like I just don't connect with her, which is not a negative, that doesn't mean anything about her. I just don't connect with her, you know? I connected in early days more with Anaya, Beatriz, and Kata a smidge, right? That was just my truth, right? And then I was like, maybe I was, you know, a little bit too hard on her. You know what I'm saying? Coco, it was just a feeling, which is why I never actually talked about it for real. I just said I didn't connect with her when people said why. I said, I don't know, something feels like she might be, like it feels like she might be mean. And I don't know why I feel like that, but I feel like that. And I'm just not gonna, I don't talk about her because I don't have any reason to like say that. It's just what I feel, right? That said, no, not blunt, because I don't consider bluntness mean, to be perfectly honest. I don't mind when she speaks directly to people. I don't mind when Beatrice spoke, like that doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? 2 minutes, you're almost at 75K, and then you can take a tap break. I don't, Grace. I don't really talk about her. I'm very particular. I will say that I have not enjoyed certain things recently about her. I don't like that she told Anaya what she told her about the boat. And I know that some people are like, oh, well, I would want to know. And that is totally fair. That is totally fair. I didn't like it personally. personally. Thank you. Take a tap break, guys. Rest your fingers, rest your thumbs. So for me, I didn't like it because she heard it from Bryce, right? She brought over to Anaya. He said that, KC said that he didn't think that, me and Bryce would be in the top. And when Anaya said, oh, well, to be fair, I didn't think that you all were going to be that close either. Then it was like, so I have this other thing that I want to tell you. And it felt like she only told her because she didn't get the response that she wanted. It did not feel like it was actually coming from a place of concern, because almost immediately she said, I don't want you to overthink, but she's an overthinker. So you knew that telling her that was going to make her overthink about a girl that's not even in the villa anymore. Why are you telling her that? I personally didn't like it. Because I tell y'all all the time, you need to consider the information coming to you. Absolutely. Take in the information, but you also have to consider the source and the motivation. Why are you telling me this? Why are you telling me this? What is the point? Why do I need to know this? And to me, that often says a lot for me. And I'm 40. Okay? And I have noticed that since then, the conversation about KC has been very nasty. He's playing in your face, girl. I'm sick of him. He's da-da-da-da, right? And it's like, that's so interesting, because you didn't have these feels before him saying that he was gonna vote to keep Soul there, which was an honest statement. I don't know. It just feels, I don't know. Whatever. So I just don't connect to her. That's it. Is it coconut tree? Well, and that kind of that might have been a little bit of projection, right? That conversation with Bryce about Anaya having the fears about dating as a dark-skinned woman in the world. Then we heard Trinity say to Anaya and Melanie how hard it is for her as a dark-skinned woman dating a white man and not wanting to feel like a fetish. So is that about Anaya or is that about you? I don't know that I think Trinity is a bird. I do think she's 22. And I do think that her partner is 30. And I just made a video today about the difference between Jen and her reaction to what Gal said to her, and Kata and her reaction to what Zach said to her. Jen immediately clocked, like, you're 30, grow up. You wanted a reaction out of me. You don't have to, mamas. You always can scroll. You don't have to be in spaces you don't like, my love. We have free will, right? The whole point of Gabriella. So Gabriella, I don't know how many people know this, but this language really goes back to the No Pigeons song when No Scrubs came out, and then No Pigeons came out as a rebuttal to No Scrubs, because men get their feelings hurt and they start acting they start being spiteful and shit, right? So like it's really about being a bird brain, about being it's derogatory. So anywho, the Bernadine and Five don't even make sense because they already coupled up, child. It ain't. They want a Nicolandria moment real bad, and I said what I said for real. And I don't even like doing the comparison to last season Islanders and this season. But y'all are, it's clearly y'all are going for a Nicolandria moment. They're already together, baby. They're already together. Shamita, why would you stay, my love? Go. Help yourself. And I'm not talking about Bryce and Trinity. I'm talking about y'all as the fans. Because Bryce and Trinity don't know y'all out here saying that. Exactly, Kyra. Most girls are male-centered because you're raised. See, y'all don't really want to have this conversation for real. Most women are male-centered until they grow the fuck up, 25, 26, 27, they start, maybe moving a little bit differently. But all of us are raised under patriarchy. All of us are raised under a system that teaches us to prioritize men as the center of our worlds. Most of us have bird brain. But if you think that a man can't pick up on your naivete, if you think that he can't tell that you are naive as fuck, you're even more naive than I think you are. Like, you're even more naive than I initially realized. Because yes, he can. Especially an older man. And that's okay. It's not a dig. It's just lack of life experience. Exactly, Nikki. You're just green, babes. That's it. That's it. It's not. I did bird shit. I was definitely male centered as hell. That's whatever. And then I lived life. Like, it's, yeah. Thank you for that. I felt like it was a very clear example too. I was like, even 1 year made a difference. Even 1 year made a difference in her ability to say, the fuck? She said, the fuck is going on here? And if you go to church, if you are in at least the Christian religion I can speak to, you're even more so taught to be male-centered. Even the more taught to be male-centered. Listen, don't pew-pew the messenger. I'm just telling you as a 40-something that used to be a 20-something, babes. That's it. I think any Christian church, for real, because I went to a non-denominational Christian church. So it wasn't even like we were like but it's absolutely this idea, the Christian religion in general speaks to this idea around chastity before marriage and giving yourself to your husband. Listen, here goes my little side note. What's it called? Podium speech. I'm about to get on my soapbox, okay? The 5 love languages are bullshit that were made up by a Christian pastor to convince wives that they should not be withholding their bodies from their husbands because that's his love language is physical touch. And so you're not loving him if you're not giving him. Absolutely, the church is rooted in your body belonging to your husband. And we are taught very much so in this country, at least the United States, I can't speak for nowhere else, that one of the highest orders, one of the highest things that you can be is a wife and a mother. Even the ideology around like women being naturally nurturers, that's still smexism, baby. It's just benevolent. Y'all gonna be mad at this. Even you acting like you can't touch a door. You need to only have your doors open for you because you're too dainty of. That's smexism. It's just benevolent. No shade. No shade. And I'm not saying that we can't buy into portions of the patriarchy. Do whatever you want to do, but at least know what you're doing. That's it. And I'm glad for the churches that are not teaching that. My church, as liberated and all the things that it was still, I definitely still thought that being chaste until marriage was the goal. I was gonna marry myself to God. Like I was raised with all of that. Sorry, it's just the truth. Whole time my church was considered blasphemous because they would remix secular songs into gospel songs. And that still was part of the rhetoric in the church that I grew up in, right? And it's part of the rhetoric of the larger world. So I'm not faulting these girls for being that way at all. It is not a dig at them. It is just a lack of lived experience. That's it. Nikki, I do not anymore. I do not. I haven't in some years. But I used to be a whole minister in the church at one point. Anywho, I agree. Saying I don't want to steal her youth, 22 to 26 is when you're really getting to know yourself. And then you got to a point. I'm spiritual now. I practice hoodoo. Getting to a point, I have lived so many lives that getting to a point where I'm going to blame it on Zach. I'm going to blame it on Zach. Because Zach is the one that said to him, do you think she really cares about that? Zach is the one that got Bryce to really start thinking about, well, maybe I should just, be with her. Love it. So it's like Bryce started off knowing that it was odd. It was not okay for real. But then it was like, well, who's his other option? I honestly thought the man would self-dump. You know you shouldn't be here. Go home, Roger. And no shade. Well, maybe actually all the shade. To all y'all motherfuckers that was in my comments on my video talking about, if they're going to send in bombshells, they're going to bring, it's going to be Casa. You don't know there will be older girls. Am I wrong yet? Am I wrong yet? We got one 27-year-old in that motherfucker. We had one 27-year-old so far this season. Like I fucking said, he and Sean never needed to be there. I said what I said. Danny, please. Clock that T, Sam. Oh, I have a whole video as to why I think they're doing it. I do not. I personally know Sydney is 25. Correct, Donna. Correct. There was a whole show on Netflix. I personally am not moving for Trinity and Bryce, even if they didn't have an age gap, y'all. I have not felt a buzzy moment between them yet, personally. And I'm not even being biased, for real, I swear I'm not. Even last season, I didn't feel a buzz in my gut until Soul Ties, if I'm keeping it a bean. That was the first time that I felt like, oh shit, that was palatable. I felt that through the fucking screen. I haven't felt that. The only time I came even close was the letters between Casey and Anaya. Sorry, it's the truth. I have not felt any, I know, happy Soul Ties Day. I have not felt any buzz. No romance, no spark. Even, and I said this and I stand by it. Beatrice and Gabe, I didn't feel no buzz, but I could tell that he was giving something to Beatrice that she needed at that point in her life, and I was happy for her for that. Because I can be happy about you getting something out of your experience, even if I think like that's not really it for real. And I loved that for her. And I was happy for her to have that experience. Print B, please block them. Because why the fuck would you come in a slide and say that? They first kiss was good to you, Chad. It felt like I was watching two 15-year-olds try to kiss for the first time. They came in here and said that KC needs to redact. That's what they did. Idiots. And used the spelling for dyeing your clothes. Just dumb. That's why I don't like talking about him in public, for real, for real. Because, like, again, it just... It's wild. It's okay because Nikkei took care of it. So yeah, I don't know. For me, guys, it just felt awkward. It felt like two like teenagers, like oh, like Anaya literally was like oh. So for me, I didn't feel a buzz. No shade. No shade. I didn't. I should do a video about how this show is harmful to the islanders. It looks like an accident. It looks like they're falling into each other. Like, I mean, it's like cute in like an awkward way, but I don't feel like a spark from it. You know what I mean? Agree, JC1. Honestly, another couple that I was like, oh, that could be something. That could be something. Who do y'all think I'm about to say? Soul and Sincere. They were the other ones that I was like, oh, let's see how that plays out. And I said to y'all, I said, it really looks like she downregulates his nervous system. And then the very next episode, she tells the girls, he just calms my nervous system. I was like, yeah, that was very obvious through the screen. But, you know, he wasn't ready to get out of his patterns. And so he went back to what felt comfortable and familiar. And that's okay. Whatever. I'd rather she not be with someone that is uncertain about her than to be with someone that is still pining for, you know, their past. So, I agree. KRB, you must have missed it. I said the only other time I felt any sort of buzz at all this season was when Casey and Anaya read their letters to each other. It was so obvious when they were reading their letters to each other that Casey, it felt like this was the first time he was really realizing she actually thought those things, which makes me think that they might have been the first time he was hearing those things. Yeah, I record the lives and I post them onto YouTube. So to me, that felt like, oh, like she was very much like affirming how she felt for him. No, it's okay. For the first time. And then the way that he, in his letter to her, basically said, like, I don't want to fault either one of us. Like, we're trying to figure this out. I just want to move forward with you. Like, I want to feel connected to you again. It was a real attempt at repair. And so that I felt something for them in that moment. And then I haven't felt anything else buzzy since then. I understand what you all are saying. After after watching Anaya with Carl, though, I think that Anaya might just be a little bit awkward, if I'm honest. I think she's just awkward. So I don't know if we're going to get a whole lot of like passion. Oh, thank you. Passion and all of that, like with anyone. I would like to, I told y'all, I would like to see her unclench. I feel like she's walking around the villa like this. No, yeah, guys, I'm having a great day. Like, girl, take a breath. Like, that's how I feel like I'm watching her in the villa, you know? And I hate that for her. I want her to relax, you know? I want her to relax and just let herself have a good time, you know? But honestly, I get it, because look at the way people are dragging her on the internet, you know? I don't know if y'all heard, but there was a creator that did a video. Oh, Gigi, what's their goal? There was a creator that did a video about her heart rate challenge when y'all have 150K and you have 5 minutes. Her heart rate challenge when she was in the mirror. Oh, y'all are looking for some treasure and I think I found the booty, and she drops down and she's popping it or whatever. So Love Island posted it. And people are underneath the comments dogging the fuck out of her. Oh, her parents are watching this. Oh, y'all, this is like they're talking mad shit, but not doing that under any other Islanders videos. So honestly, I understand her being fucking clenched, right? I just don't wish that for her. I just wish that she would not care about that, you know? But I understand. Trinity has said worse. No, a lot of them were people that said they don't even watch the show. They were literally just on there to dog her. Exactly, Shanice. Whole time, Kenzie clam slamming all over that goddamn villa. But Anaya's the one? Yeah, because I know how y'all think about dark-skinned black women. I see you. Ain't nobody fooled. And the only reason why Trinity don't get it as badly is because of Trinity's body type. Keep it a P. Keep it a P. Casey and Anaya, both of them. Because her body type gives more dainty, childlike, even though she's built like a thin-framed woman. Don't misunderstand me. But it gives more of that. And so because it gives that, they don't come for her the way they do for Anaya. That shit is weird. I see you. I mean, I think it could be more than one thing. I also do think that Trinity is a caricature for them. Because she's the sassy black girl, and they like that. She's what Amaya was last season, right? She's memeable, and so they tolerate it. You know what I mean? Like, it can be more than one thing, for sure. Ooh, y'all about to get y'all's comments cut off. Um, no, she's not, but I'm just saying I know she's not anything like Amaya, but what I'm saying is she's getting the Amaya treatment. She's memeable. She was a caricature. She's sassy. You know, she's playing into tropes. And I think that that's her being herself. I'm not saying she's doing it for the audience, but they like that because then she becomes something that they can digest, right? Anaya gets hate partially for some of the reasons that that Olandria did, right? They're like low key Anaya being like, oh, if that happens, y'all are gonna see Anaya for real, like, oh, I'm gonna turn up for real, right? They're waiting for that moment so that they can pull a Sealy like fucking last season. Oh, there she is. There she is. I'm just saying. Ain't nobody stupid. Ain't nobody dumb. Somebody asked me if Bryce was younger, do I think that he and Trinity would work better together? It still doesn't change the fact that I haven't felt a romantic spark between them. Ooh, y'all about to get y'all's comments cut off because y'all ain't at 150K. I still don't feel a romantic spark between them. Like, I actually think, Elle, to your point, that his insecurities would be even louder if he was younger than he is. I do think that his age plays into his insecurities in some very specific ways. I've talked about this before. I don't know how. I mean, y'all are not able to comment back to me right now, but like, you know, if you are like in community with white people. Good morning, cutie pootie. Good morning. How'd you sleep? Good. If you're in community with white people, especially like in like when you're just out meeting white people at events or whatever, they'll often, one of the questions they'll ask is like, oh, like, nice, like, what do you do? Like, that's like a question that they use in order to get to know you.
Why'd you put everything on there?
Because, girl, you had a whole little camp out session up here by my bed. You had your little spread, and I needed it to be in one spot. Have you eaten breakfast yet? Okay, do that before you try to get on this tablet, because I know that's why you up here, huh? Yeah, we gonna give ourselves a pause. We ain't even got the sleep out our eyes yet. Let's eat breakfast, brush our teeth, wash our face, and then you can, okay?
Brush my teeth with my hands.
Go eat breakfast first, though. Okay, sorry, y'all. But like, it's one of the questions that they use to get to know you, right? So as a white man that is 30 years old, that does not have a defined career right now, I think he definitely could be falling into the like, what's the word I want? Like the criticism of self around like failure to launch. I'm sure you all have heard that language before, right? Failure to launch. And like, he probably doesn't enjoy, like, let's just be honest, he's 30, and so his career as a model is waning until you get to a certain age. 30 is kind of like that weird area. You either need to be young or old, right? And so I think that like take a tap break, y'all. And so I think that like he's in this weird place in the modeling career. He's fixing garbage trucks to make ends meet. Oh, don't judge us. It's actually very fucking late for breakfast, but you know, we be sleeping in. And then like the fact that he is like a failure to launch. He DJs, but we know that that's not sustaining him because he told us in his video for his intro that he, you know, you got to do what you got to do. So I think that the lack of stability for him definitely could be playing into parts of his insecurities as a 30-year-old white man explicitly. Because the culture around needing to be established is very different. He did say he feels embarrassed, right? So it's like, I think that he is insecure about that explicitly to his age, but the other insecurities that he had with Trinity around like not being her type and, you know, she's never talked to a white guy and whatever, that would be there no matter what age he was. That would be there no matter what age he was. And I think as a younger person, he'd be even less able to like manage that on his, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it might even be worse, honestly. And I agree, AJ. She's ultimately gonna do what she wants. I think this might be a canon event for her. Like one of my people. Yes, Calvin, I've been on for about an hour. I actually think if he gets the envelope dark skin, I hope he does. It's the same thing I hoped last year with the Maya and Brian, but he didn't. Because I was pissed off that people gave them that sympathy vote. And I was like, I hope he keep the goddamn money. But he didn't. I hear you, bad.
Make my age
Okay. Um, I mean, obviously, I would love for her to get the money. You know, sure. Um, I just don't know. It's not gonna matter because 2 months post, they gonna be. I'm gonna keep watching before I give any predictions, but I'm not expecting a long term life for them right now. Maybe as good friends, but because listen, right now all I'm seeing y'all do is kiki like homies. You know, they doing nails and hair and gossiping. Right now I'm not seeing a future. And maybe they're having those conversations and we don't get them. Maybe, maybe it's all being edited out. Possible, right? Very possible. Because we know that we're not getting things about Casey and Anaya based on what people have said when they left the island, right? Very much possible. But I don't know. He's not yearning, he's longing. But that's because he misses his emotional support person, y'all. She's his ESP. Grits and eggs, Nikki. Um, I agree. Yeah. We'll see. I don't know, y'all. I don't necessarily believe it. I'm sorry. Yes, Tashina for an hour. Easy already talked about them. Not much of anything personally, and I don't think Carl is coming back. If Carl comes back, I would actually be very, very shocked. Very, very shocked. Yeah, Friday, I don't think they're gonna have time. Wait, are you talking about Anaya and Carl? I don't think they're gonna have time because I don't think that man is coming back. If I'm honest. Subscribers, I told y'all, no, we don't not voted off Star's Journey, but if she doesn't bring him back, well, I guess maybe we'll vote. I'm assuming they're gonna dump, and that we're gonna vote on a couple. I don't know yet. No, you don't have a goal yet. You're on a break. Um, but see, y'all don't be listening to Anaya. Thank you, MJ. Y'all don't be listening to her for real. Because Anaya was not actually upset about him kissing that girl. What did she say? No, you're good, Star's Journey. Anaya said, I know that he's exploring, but it just hurts. She's real. That's what y'all feel about it. And subscribers, I'm gonna give you a more in depth on this, but I will say, I don't think that I think Anaya definitely feels hurt. Subscribers, I'm gonna tell you more about this. I think she also feels regret. Kareen, I'm not convinced that they won't. Y'all have 12 minutes to get to 200K. I think we also are seeing regret. What has Casey been asking for? What has he said is what he needs to feel desired and to feel loved and to feel cared for? What is it that he's communicated about that? What did he go to Casa and get within 24 hours? And I think that she knows that. And so whether it doesn't matter if we think they match or not, she likes that man. Whatever we think about that is irrelevant. She likes that man. She likes that man. Period. Our opinion does not matter. She likes him. Child, she was down there reading that love letter, looking at their photos after she seen that picture. She likes that man. Y'all just gonna have to get over it. And whether y'all believe it or not, that man likes that girl. Whatever y'all feel about it, truly, it don't matter because we not in the villa with them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was mad about that man saying that he was going to pursue Soul, right? They were mad about that conversation between Casey and Anaya. And you know what Casey and Anaya did that night? Got in the bed and had playful banter, and then she fell asleep in that man's arms. Y'all more mad than they are. Y'all more mad than she is, okay? Y'all are holding on to grudges that she doesn't fucking have. So just imagine that she knows more about him than you do. Just imagine. Possibly, maybe. I don't know. I know. I'm sorry. I think that, so I will tell the public this. I think that Casey is bringing TT back. Because he said that. I don't have to, that's not even nothing. That's not even me being like, oh, he said I'm bringing her back. He said that, okay? But I think if he brings TT back and Anaya comes back alone, he's going to have a much harder time not picking Anaya than he fucking thinks. Because while I do think that KC is in a different place of like trying to feelings, he very much cares about that girl's feelings. And I know people don't feel like that because of things he said in Casa. We're going to agree to disagree about some things. That man very much cares about her and her feelings, which is why he moved the way he did when he had to be in the villa with her trying to explore someone. I'm sorry, guys. Whether you like it or not, Mac, me too. I'm ready to see. I think that, yeah, he will, if she comes back single, he will have a lot harder of a time with not choosing Anaya. God King, I think he is finally getting, it's like when you go to your grandma's house, right? And they say, what we do at grandma's house, we gonna do at mommy and daddy house, right? He over there eating all the damn cookies out the cookie jar. You feel me? He like, fuck yeah, we got cookies, we got cakes, we got pies. And that don't mean he not happy at home. He just having a different experience over there. You know what, AJ? Because people are reading him saying I poured into her as entitlement. Y'all have 6 minutes to get to 200K. They're reading that as he feels because he did that he is entitled to have the experience that he's having. That's not the way that I read it, though. That's not the way I read it. Hi, Cordelia's. Casa is grandma's house. The villa is home. What about it? What about it? You know what I mean? Like what about him? What about it? Honestly, about him not being picked for real, for real. Nike, that is exactly how I read it. That is exactly how I, as a clinician, I know y'all, some of y'all like this, some of y'all don't, but my brain is never divorced from what I actually fucking know. Okay? What Anaya has asked for repeatedly from KC, reassurance. Reassurance. I want to know. I want to know. What he said in Casa was, I've been giving her what she has asked of me. I speak life into her every day. I'm giving her what she's asked of me. She can't be mad at me for getting what I've asked of her that she has not given to me. That's what that man said. That's just not what people want to hear. His feelings are hurt. He's absolutely fucking hurt because in his mind, oh my God, I can't believe I'm giving y'all this take. In his mind, I'm giving her what she has asked of me, even when he is fatigued by it. He's not asking for body. I need y'all to, I was about to be mean. I need y'all to understand that affection is not only smecks. Affection is not only smecks, and you reducing it to that actually is you de-writing the patriarchy and limiting men to only ever fucking meaning that. Please. He literally never even mentions smecks. He talks about hugs and kisses and cuddles. Are y'all listening? Are y'all listening? No, because you feel like a man asking for intimacy can only mean he wants smecks. Because you heard Anaya say one time, I don't want you all up in my cooters. Like you ain't listened to Anaya exaggerate some things more than once at this point. You want to hear what you want to hear versus what the man has said out of his mouth. And mind you, said to one of the raggedy ass, most fuckboy ass men in that goddamn place. So if that was really what that man wanted, you don't think he would have just said that? He telling him about DJing. He telling him about DJing. You don't think KC would have just said that he wanted to DJ? Clock it. So it's like, I just don't limit affection, okay? Let's not limit affection. He was more hurt by what he perceived to be passion, and here's the real key, within a much shorter period of time. And that is what hurt him, because I have been building trust with you. I've been building a relationship with you. I've been giving you what you have asked me for, and I have to beg you for what I need. That's what fucking hurt his feelings. And then because we only let men access certain emotions, what you heard was, I'm pissed, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, you do, nigga. You give a lot of fucks. You give a lot of fucks. Nola girl, you've never been hurt by a partner and worked it out. I want y'all to be for real. Be fucking for real. He was hurt. He expressed it as anger and frustration and tried to say he didn't give a fuck, right? Because who gonna let him cry for real? Who gonna let him really be like, damn, man, like, I like her so much, like, I'm really sad. Like, who gonna let him do that for real, right? People have asked me, do I think that he's gonna go back and tell her everything he did? I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. That man ain't did nothing different than other people have did. He kissed 2 girls. He kissed 2 girls. What he has done is not the problem. That's not the test for KC. The test for KC is he going to go back and tell her what he feels? That's the test for KC. Keep up. Keep up. The test for KC is, can he go and tell her how he actually feels? Because that has been the part that is missing. Can he be honest with her fully? That's the test for KC with Anaya. I actually don't know if I think he's gonna lie. Based on what I saw him do with TT, y'all don't like what y'all don't like when I say it, but he's the only person. You know what, Easy? He's the only person that you've actually watched take in information and then change his behavior. He's the only person that y'all seen do that. Baz, you ain't wrong. Grits and eggs. I don't think that Anaya was hurt by the picture, y'all. I mean, I think she was hurt, right? Because who wants to see that person kissing somebody? Duh, right? She was hurt in that way. But I also think that she understands that they're exploring because she told me that. She told me that. So I don't have to guess. She told me, I know that he's exploring the same way I'm exploring. Zenobia, let me help you, corny. I don't know why y'all be saying shit like that and then be following me. You're weird. What would have actually, in my opinion, not that I want to see the girl hurt, but what I think would have actually moved Anaya for real, what would have moved Anaya for real, is if they had sent over a video of KC very directly telling TT, how do you feel about us sleeping with other people? Okay, well, I'm here to explore. I want to sleep with Sydney. That is what would have moved her for real, because damn, you just told her straight up. You feel comfortable enough with her to do that with her, but you can't do it with me? That's what would have moved her. She ain't fazed about that kiss for real. It hurts, because who wants to see their person kissing somebody? But what she has been asking for, he gave to TT very directly and very easily. That's what would have moved Anaya. And I will tell y'all this, for the people that are like, we need movie night. It ain't gonna hit if Anaya and KC ain't together, because why the fuck would she care? I don't disagree with you. I absolutely think that that's him learning from his experiences. And as much as I think that Anaya is being awkward with Carl, I think that what she's doing with him is about her also learning and trying something new versus what she's been doing. This is when I'm first seeing now Anaya begin her growth edge in the villa. Grits and eggs, y'all. Grits and eggs. Now Anaya is like, okay, I actually need to try something different. V, I think that honestly, he has less investment in TT's feelings than he does Anaya's. And because the whole premise of Casa, yeah, we could say that that's the premise of the show in the villa, but the premise of Casa is you are exploring. It was lower stakes. It was lower stakes. He don't know her like he knows Anaya. I'm sorry, Gabriella. I'm not even saying I think they're going to end up back together, y'all, but I am saying that I do think they're learning from each other and that we should stop whacking them so much just because we don't like what we're seeing in the process of them learning. No shade, all tea. Y'all cannot be clinicians because the way that shit be messy as fuck in sessions until your person gets where they need to be. You know how many times that motherfucker comes back and tell you the same goddamn thing and you just keep holding space? You just keep showing up for them. You just keep helping them get curious. You just keep, y'all could never fucking hold that space for real. Like, damn, y'all are watching them figure that shit out messily along the way because they're fucking 23. But no shade, y'all don't have the same smoke for them 23 and 30-year-olds. I mean, 26. I love y'all though. I really do love y'all for real. No, I know some of y'all do. I'm just kidding. Not everybody. I know that, listen, I know that some people, yeah, actually, I'm not even gonna get into all that. Somebody asked me what I thought about Casey and Corbin's conversation. I think that what Casey and Corbin said, y'all not gonna like this for real. Maybe you will. Maybe you'll be okay. What Casey and Corbin said is exactly what the girl said, but they said it nastier. They said it nastier. I will give you that. It was gross. But they said basically these girls in casa is more mature than them girls in the villa, and the girls said the same thing about the boys in casa versus the boys in the villa. But both of their asses is dumb because duh, they're more mature. They're fucking way older. Duh, dummy. Of course, a 25 and a 27-year-old are more mature than 23 and 22 and 20. Like, duh, dummy. Sorry. Like, y'all crazy for that, for real, for real. Y'all acting like y'all don't, like. Casa girls are older and so are the Casa boys. Ain't, what's that boy's name? He's not a boy, he's a man. Carl is 28. Like, duh, dodo brains. But how KC and Corbin said it definitely was fucking nasty. Was nasty. Nah, Gall like 40. Gall is 30. He's 30. I just posted a video of him, so I know he's 30. Don't do us 40-year-olds like that. Listen, Proverbs 31, I've said that before. I'm like, y'all don't understand that you're a part of the social experiment too. You think it's only in the villa. They're also experimenting on you as the audience. They manipulate y'all's emotions. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, right? But it's why we hear people be like, oh, so-and-so's my client. And then the next episode, they're like, I'm off of them. Then they'd be like, okay, you're back on my client list. Like, they be manipulating y'all's emotions real bad. And absolutely larger curves. They also try to push new norms. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. The way that Corbin and Casey said it was absolutely like a dig at the girls. And that's nasty work. The way that the girls said it was like, no, yeah, they are more mature than the guys. It wasn't really like the guys are so immature. It was just that they're more mature. The way that Corbin, it is the same. They literally said the same thing. They said the same thing, just with a different tone. The way the boys said it was like, these girls are like, they're like running laps around the girls in the villa, is kind of how they said it, right? Well, it wasn't necessarily about age for the girls either. I think that they're all just dodo brains and not considering how age is making them perceive these people. That's my critique of both of them. Like, duh. I don't think it was coming from a sexual perspective at all. What? How did you get there? They said they're like college girls and they're like high school girls. And they say, yeah, they're going to run the villa. Run the villa how? By putting out? Are y'all okay? How is that sexual? How did you get to sexual from that? No, they were not implying sexually open. Y'all just be saying anything for real. Exactly, because y'all already have a perspective about them, and so that's where you're. Like literally everything is sexual for y'all. Like that's actually wild. Y'all even made that comment. Anyway, I'm not about to go there with y'all about Casey because y'all be doing too fucking much. Listen, Tanisha, I fucking malfunctioned. Okay? And yes, I don't disagree with you. The girls absolutely have more substance, more decorum, all the shit. And you know why? Because of fucking patriarchy. The boys are not expected to do that, right? It's the same why some of y'all are in here telling me that everything they fucking say is rooted around sexuality because that's all that you reduce these men to. You can't imagine that what they mean is, wow, I enjoy the pressure. I enjoy the attention. I enjoy the not wondering about how they feel about me. No, it's about them enjoying the girl spreading it wide and busting it open. That's all it could be. Are y'all serious? So reductive. Very reductive. I truly want better. You know? That said, their comments were fucking nasty work. Very, very much immature. And I honestly think that the Casa girls are going to be interesting over there too, because they're definitely coming in with some energy. I don't think it's going to be reciprocated. I don't think they need to be coming in with no energy. It's ridiculous. I don't think them girls are for real going to care about them like that. They did say what they meant, Trim. Y'all added tens on their twos. Oh, damn, you got blocked. Never mind. Oh, Nat. Y'all mad at the 22 and 23-year-olds for acting fucking immature as hell, but not at the fucking 26-year-old employing manipulation tactics. Not at the 30-year-old putting his baggage on the 20. No? No smoke? Oh, okay. Got it. Noted. I'm not mad. It's just noted. You think she might choose Carl? Oh, Brittany, I don't know what you were muted for. And that's cool, Nate, if y'all do, but y'all don't come in here whacking them enough. Yes, Gigi.
Hey, you know I gotta sneak in here because I'm in these people's building real quick. I just have a question for all y'all who are implying that KC is always talking about Smex. Y'all literally heard this man say on national TV that he's vanilla as hell, and y'all think he wants to have Smex on TV? Like, I just, genuine question. That man said he vanilla as hell. But y'all think he want to have some sex on TV? Y'all are fucking weird. Let me go back to my office because y'all crazy.
Thank you. To the person that asked me if we had the same defense for people last season, were they being accused of the same things? Were they being basically, people have called KC a rapist, implied that he is pressuring that girl sexually. Did we hear that about people last season? Outside of the person that we actually all watched do it? Have we heard that? He literally told you what he was looking for physically. Hugs, cuddles, and kisses. But y'all just want to believe it's more than that. You want to believe that all he is focused on is having sex with that girl. That's it. And I've been saying to y'all since the beginning of the season that I wish that y'all would just admit you don't like him rather than making up stories about him. Just say you don't fucking like him. That's okay. I don't like when y'all are obtuse for no reason. Nobody said she owed that man her body. Duh. Duh. Guys. Duh. Yes, you have seen them hug and kiss. Duh. What he is telling you, and you've watched on your fucking screens, is that he honestly, most often, is the one initiating it. Go back and watch the scenes when you have actually seen them hug and kiss. Who initiates it? Exactly. Like, I don't understand. Please pin that comment. Expressing desire and disappointment isn't the same thing as feeling like she owes me that. If he felt like she owed him that, he probably would press it a lot more. And if the man was as pressing as people claim, he wouldn't be saying he's not getting it, because he would be getting it. He would be getting it. You can say, damn, I'm not getting what I want from my partner, and I'm getting it from this other person that I've only known for 24 hours. That is disappointing. Y'all ain't never heard that man say she owes him something. Ooh. Y'all like making stuff up. I'm sorry. Okay, y'all have 275. Okay, you know what, AJ? You ain't wrong. I literally told Bad last night. I said, Bad, just go live and turn your comments off. Thank you, dark skin. With the quickness, Larja, and it's okay for him to notice the difference. That's okay. That's okay. He didn't say Anaya ain't shit. I ain't fucking with her because he gave this. TT did this for me and blah blah blah. He ain't. In fact, what he said was, "I'm still fucking with Anaya." That's what he said. That's what he said. Despite the fact that, oh, okay, y'all got 12 minutes to 275K. But yeah, he's resentful of Anaya for not doing it. He hates her for real. He never even fucking liked her. Y'all literally say anything. I swear to God. Anyway, Absolutely. Sure fucking did. You know what? That's a great question, Nee. That's a great question. That's a great question. Literally said to her, I just want to feel connected to you again. He said to us in his letter that they spent their first days just connecting as people, just getting to know each other. Anyway, I'm sorry, Gabriella. I just feel like, honestly, I feel like this audience this year just feels like y'all are not good friends to people. That's what it feels like. And that you're probably not very kind to your own self, honestly. You probably don't make a lot of space for yourself to make mistakes. You don't make a lot of space for yourself to change your mind or give up. I don't know. I just feel like y'all are probably not very nice to yourselves or the people that are your friends. That part, Zaddy T. Okay, Corbin, Parmesan, and Ken. Who's Ken? Oh, Kenzie. There's nothing to think about that. Corbin is gonna be with Parmita, and Kenzie is gonna be with Gabe. I mean, what's the man's name? What's his name? What's his name? Dylan. Oh my God! I just made up a name, child. Dylan. My bad, Dylan. I think that Kenzie is going to choose Dylan and Jen is going to choose Gal. And then Kenzie is going to spend time trying to get, like, she's going to do that whole triangle thing unnecessarily, is what I think. I don't know if Parmita is actually going to be removed. Has it been confirmed? And has Love Island been tagged enough? I don't know if I think Jen is going for Ronnie. I think that Jen likes clan meetings. I think she is going with the white man with the mustache. That's Gal Candy. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. No, somebody said that Parmita had a video come out on Twitter where she said the N-word. I don't know if that's real or not. I haven't seen it. Yeah, Jen is talking to Ronnie as a backup. He feeds her ego in some ways. Oh, it was a text and people said it was fake. Yeah, I don't fucking know, y'all. I don't know. I'm never surprised. This is going to sound shady, but I definitely, when they released the cast, I definitely felt like Basana was one of them ones. No Cordelia's. You're not. Please. They have a look. They have a look. But once we saw Parmita, we knew that Corbin was going for her because of what his ex-girlfriend said. They didn't bring no white Latina in for him. Because the one that came, low-key, she was too young for Corbin. That was Zach and Bryce's speed. So, but Parmita fits the type that his ex said that he has. Right? He don't want no white girls or no black girls is what Corbin's ex said. And she gives like the dark hair, the brownish skin. She gives white Latina without being a white Latina. I thought Zach would too, but you know, that mind might be a little bit too strong for him. She a little bit too grown. Oh, y'all got 20K in 5 minutes. Not R2D2 and Wally. Wally, listen. Her being like, I just want to wake up this morning and start an argument with you because everything is just so good. It's been 48 hours. It's supposed to be bad, girl. What the fuck kind of situations you be in? What kind of relationships you be in? What do you mean? What else is it supposed to be after 48 hours? Like, huh? Thank you for your daily heart me. Legit, he was like, you just do that? Solar Goon, she's not old. Nobody's saying she's old, but she is much older than him. And I got the same critique for her that I got for Bryson Zach. Like, oh, thank you for lighting up the gifts. Gabriella dry as fuck. Why do I think that Bryce and Zach are being so quiet in Casa? They usually stir the pot more. I think because I was about to say something mean. Oh my gosh, thank you. Cute. She didn't really say no shady remarks. She just said I ain't scared of her. I mean, she ain't got to be scared of her. Shit. I don't think Kenzie nothing to be scared of. No, princess, what did you say? Y'all got 2 minutes. She turning y'all off. Y'all got 7K in 2 minutes. And that was Sydney that said Kenzie just likes whoever likes her. Oh, thank you. She ain't wrong. She's wrong? She's not. It wasn't nice, right? But she is still telling the truth. But I can agree it wasn't nice, but it was the truth. Sydney is your cousin? She's funny. I want her to come back to the villa. Listen, if you was on a live last night, I don't know if you was on a live. I want Sydney in that villa. I don't think anybody's bringing her back, but I want Sydney in that villa, and I want goddamn Shay in that villa, and then I need Shay and 5. Okay, Sydney and Shay, get together and don't disappoint me. Okay. I don't know nothing about them people, but I fucking want them together. They're the only two that I can tolerate right now. Period. I love it. Oh, y'all met the tap go. Take a tap break. Take a tap break. Oh, I would like Amora in my villa too, because she's funny. She in there gaming like a motherfucker, okay? She is fucking gaming that shit. So when that man, When Sincere said, I'm sorry, I'm dying at this shit, bro. When Sincere said, I know sign language. I'm sorry. He said, I think this is A. And she was like, oh, yeah. Like, she wanted to call that man stupid so bad. I love her down. She's so funny. She is so funny. But I don't think she's coming back to the villa, y'all. I mean, maybe if her spell work is real strong, you know, shit, maybe. Legit, talking about, look, a butterfly. Amore, it is pitch black at night. I've been asking God for a sign. I like her. She is too fucking funny. If she comes into that villa, I'm gonna know that that spell work and she gonna be the one that I take to the top, baby. Like, I need her at the top. Bad, you seen the butterfly? Like, I love it. At this point, I'm sick of all their asses. So at least give me a fun scammer. You know? These little crying ass, that Eeyore scammer Bryce. Okay? Oh, mopey ass man. Crying around the villa with no tears. Get out. I don't want that. I don't want that scam. I want a fun scam. Okay? I want to be entertained. That's just getting on my nerves. I don't care about y'all saying I'm bullying that man. He is Eeyore. Get over it. Like in a Maya and Brian type of scam. And that was never even a question. No shade. That too. Like, who was Bryce bringing back? Y'all, like, just, I want, be honest. Who was Bryce bringing back from Casa? Not y'all putting Sydney in there. Now he's bringing back Zach. Shut up, bro. My mods are weirdos. If you say anything that's even remotely weird, they're going to block you or mute you. And there you go. You got muted and blocked. First look is out. I don't have a device up here for us to watch it. We're only going to get movie night if Anaya and Casey get back together. Because the only other people to show would be Sincere and Soul to Melanie. There's literally nobody else doing anything worth us watching. Corey thinks he has game, but he doesn't. Like, I could tell you trying to lay game through the screen. I know that girl know what you're doing. EB Subrit, that's true. EB Sorbit, that's true. I haven't watched First Look. Gigi, do you want to come up and show first look or bad? One of y'all? And Corey pissed me off when he went to Melanie talking about you was my first one, but you was just all on Trinity. I feel like you played with her and I don't like that. Okay. Bad, I'm gonna make you big. No, it is out. Hold on.
Hey y'all, let me flip the camera. Hold on. Oh shoot. I don't know how to do it when I'm not the live person. Okay. What the heck? Can you see?
No.
Oh. There we go.
There we go. Period.
All right.
Turn it back the other way, Bad. It's to the side.
Oh,
Okay.
I forgot I can't do that on here. Okay, play. What the heck?
I think KC fine. If you want to be honest, I want to be with fine. Well, let your fine keep doing you dirty, bitch. Let him do it then. Keep being a dummy.
Whoa! Caleb's true Casa Amor experience. Before that letter, I was legitimately like forgetting what Melanie even looked like in a bad way.
Like, this is so cute. Thank you.
It's gonna be tough, bro. Like, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. This is going to be a sincere decision.
My eyes definitely go to you a lot.
I need to ask Kenzie this, but like, I feel like Dylan is like so her type and like doing all these nice things for her, and she seems really happy with it. So like, why do you keep on pushing it with Gaul? But I want to. Oh my god, I'm scared.
I got a text! My heart is beating like through my chest right now. Boys!
Girls, tonight there will be a recoupling, and the boys will return from Casa Amor.
It's time to decide if you want to return to the villa in your current relationship status or recouple with one of the new girls from Casa Amor.
I just don't know why she's panicked.
1000% that postcard's still on my mind.
I'm so nervous. My heart is in my ass crack.
Judgment Day has arrived.
I think I would be a little delusional if I wasn't a little bit nervous.
I don't know if there's chemistry.
Everyone is anxious. Everyone. We're expecting the unexpected.
Girl, I was about to say we all scared, bitch.
We in it together, bitch.
Casa Amor, the ultimate relationship test, is over. It's now time for you to make a choice. So let's find out.
I hope you're ready for the fire.
Okay, who did it put the flames over? Which base is Bad?
I don't know. Want me to go back?
Yeah, will you go back just to that part?
Yeah.
Test is over. It's now time.
Okay. What the heck? See, I be messing up. Okay.
You to make a choice. So let's find out.
I hope you're ready for the fire.
Oh. That wasn't far enough, I guess.
Yeah, the girls gotta be up there.
Okay.
Fire pit, yeah. Not actually in the lighthouse.
Oh, pretty much all of them except Anaya.
Except Anaya.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Bad. Usually when they put the flame over someone, it means that it's going to be like some big moment with them during the episode. That's usually what that means. And sometimes it means like, I don't know. That's usually what it means. They did everybody except for Anaya, and y'all are saying not Trinity. Can I just tell y'all that I told y'all what I said earlier about why I don't talk about Trinity, things that I sort of thought, right? Last night in my group chat, I said, why is she not telling Kata that she's dumb? Because Kata was being dumb. But you was ready to call Anaya a dummy today. I said what I said. I said what I said. So, I don't like it, and I don't have to, right? Anywho, I'm ready for tonight. I'm ready for tonight. You think that, Coco? I don't know. I'm not convinced. I'm ready to watch the episode tonight. KP. Sure. I think that whole crew has been, if I'm perfectly honest. Remember, Gabe, Beatrice, and what's another man's name? Sean, all came out the village saying that KC and Anaya were strongest and they would like be their winners, right? Which means they're seeing something we're not seeing, right? And then we have seen Zach and Bryce throw shots, and Trinity by proxy of, like, Bryce also by proxy of Trinity throw shots at that couple. That's what we've seen. We're just looking at the facts. That's what we've seen. So yes, I don't think it's for no reason. It may not all be for the same reason, but I do think it is for a reason, because there's always a motivation to why we do things. Nobody does something for no reason. That's just not real. Even when you do something impulsively, there's something behind it. There's something that is informing the impulse and the instinct. Anywho, those of you all that are asking, Hookish, she literally said to her, I don't want you to overthink. That's the flame. That's the flame. They know what it's going to do to Anaya. And that's why they keep popping it at Anaya. I made a whole video about this. But I will say, for those of y'all asking what time I'm going to go live, it probably would be like a half hour after the episode ended. So that's like, I guess, 10 o'clock Eastern time. Oh yeah, I guess, Gabriella, it does depend on how long the episode is, y'all. I don't know. I don't know how long the episode will be. It was Kata, Jen, Mel, and Kenzie. Kata, Jen, Mel, and Kenzie. That's interesting. Kenzie is doing exactly what I told. Thank you for your daily heart, me, Tata. Hi, my love. Kenzie's doing exactly what I told y'all, right? She loves to get into a fucking triangle. And I think she likes thinking that, listen, Kenzie started her journey being told she wasn't wanted. Right? She, like, not like that, but like that, right? Like, oh, you're not my type. You're not my type. That's how she started her journey, right? And I think she's been trying to prove that she's somebody's type ever since then. Absolutely shook her to her core. Because she's supposed to be the preference. I even went and got this goddamn dye job before I got on this villa, so that I could be blonde with my blue eyes. I'm supposed to be the preference. Shook her to her core, and now she ain't been happy with a connection since. She got to be in something else. women because Caleb is your type on paper, baby. So why you fighting for Corbin with Melanie? Why let it go? Because you wanted to beat Melanie and now you want to beat Jen. Please, Orange. Please. And that's what Jen is finally waking up to it. But that's what you get for going to them clan meetings instead of being with the homies. For real, for real. Oh, there is going to be a movie night? Okay, well then I think in that case, the only way that makes sense is if fucking Casey and I are together. I mean, I guess unless they show us unseen things. Maybe there are unseen things. Maybe there are things that we have not seen that they will find, that they will show on movie night. But from what we've seen, there's nothing that could be like a shakeup to anybody except Sincere and Melanie. But they're the only couple, bad. That's my whole point. They're the only couple. They said that Sierra just confirmed it. If there is a movie night, I don't. Solar Goon, the evidence is what I just said. That woman said, Caleb is my type on paper. She was fangirl the fuck out when that boy came in that villa. And then as soon as Melanie got actually put with Corbin and she got put with her type that, oh, he's my, as soon as that happened, then she was like, I just like him so much. I'm the victim. Please. We did just watch First Look and it restricted me because we were showing copywritten content. That's why I don't stream the episodes, y'all. Because it'll suppress you. But it's okay, I don't care. She absolutely wants to be that girl. Oh, you think it should have happened in Casa before they recouple? Huh? I don't know. I think it's going to be focused on recoupling tonight. I like seeing Caleb in the bed with all them girls because I felt like they was playing with him last night. I didn't like that. I'm going to be honest. I felt like they was making fun of him. They was laughing at Caleb and not with Caleb, and I didn't like that. Because Caleb, from what we've seen, has been nothing but like a really nice, kind person. So I didn't like that. Please, Lovey. Oh, Gabriella, Caleb is your actual friend. So Mar, when they were sitting there, it was Caleb. Goddamn, I can't. Why can't Jaden? I'm struggling to commit that girl's name to memory. It was Caleb, Jalen, Jaden, Sincere, and Amora, and they were asking about no, Casey and TT, and they were talking about first kisses. Oh, he's not really your friend. They was talking about first kisses. And he was like, oh, mine was like last year. And like the way that they laughed and kind of rolled their eyes, I saw him like get uncomfortable. Even though he was making a joke that should have been laughed at, it felt like they were laughing at him and not the joke. And that just didn't feel good for me. Yeah, he's the only person that hasn't irritated me since he's been in the villa. I thought the joke was funny. I thought it was funny. But they laughing at the boy. That's how it felt to me. I didn't like that. Y'all, I'm ready. I'm ready for tonight. Exactly. That's exactly what he was like. I'm just kidding. I was like, and then his story was really cutesy. Agreed, KP. That's why I can't stand too much. I don't think so. I think that they chose Casa Girls for Caleb. Bobos, I have a video already about it. Thank you. It was weird energy. See, I'm not crazy. Hookage, I will say right now, I've been telling y'all that I'm not really giving predictions about. I don't like to do that until we're closer to the end. To be perfectly honest. But I will say that right now, I don't see anyone lasting outside of the villa and it being healthy. I don't see anyone lasting outside of the villa and it being a healthy dynamic right now. I don't see that. Orange in the whole in the rooms after the season is wrapped. Why we got to get to the airport? Listen, like, I mean, listen, you all already know. You all already know I'm never gonna ship it. I'm never gonna ship it, if nothing else, because of the age gap. But the age gap with the insecurities, with the emotional labor of Trinity, with the, like, it's a no spark. Like, I'm just not, y'all. I'm not. You know, even all that I said about, the small guy and, Shelly last season, they still clearly at least liked each other, were attracted to each other, like, were into each other, I still didn't think it was gonna last based on what I saw and how that age difference was impacting that. But they still clearly liked each other, This feels like, like when you spend enough time with somebody and you're like, damn, he was ugly, but now he looked kind of cute. It's giving that, it's giving that a little bit. That's what it feels like to me. To me, okay? Young Bucks, that's how. Yeah, they probably told each other, like, hey, wear yellow back when you come back from Casa. Liliana, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. It actually is worse because I think when girls are young like that, because of the power dynamic with gender at play, they're more susceptible to influence and manipulation. So I like it even less. Even less. Production provides those outfits. Yeah, again, I know I've said it before, but a reminder that most teenage pregnancies, only the girl is the teenager. I like it even less. Not that she's a teenager, I'm just saying. Okay? I like it even less when the guy is older than the girl. Okay, so production chooses the outfits. Not forever recoupling. Listen, all I know is they need to retire that red fucking dress, okay? I don't want to see that red dress no fucking more. No more of the red dress. And all this sharing of the goddamn shoes, they get on my nerves. Like, every once in a while, but damn. The red dress, the scarf, and that fucking polka dot shit. Tata, the red dress is the one that Vasana had on in the casting photo. Jen has worn it. Kata has worn it. the Sisterhood of the Traveling Red Dress. Listen. And Kenzie. Too many of them. Everybody except Anaya. Anaya knows her look. Y'all, I don't know if y'all noticed, but she clearly has a style, right? And I feel like Anaya is the best dressed girl. My opinion. I feel like she's the best dressed girl. The fashion is not serving this season like it did last. But Anaya always has sort of the little cutout in the middle. She has a particular style that she likes on her body. And she be eating that shit the way she be eating it up. See, I don't necessarily like Melanie's outfits all the time. In my opinion, Anaya is best dressed. She also dresses for her body, and that's obvious to me. Like she likes to show off particular parts of her body that she likes, and I like it. 7th letter. Yeah, we saw first look. Jen can dress too. I'm sorry. She's never gonna get me with them toes. Hold on. Yes, let me show you. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Okay. Hold on. I got too many fucking pictures in this phone. Okay. I can't move for it, guys. I can't. I can't. I'm sorry. Do you see the big toe? So for me, it's like I can't move for it, y'all, you know? You can't see it? You know what? Let me go crop it for you. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't crop it anyway because I'm on my phone. But y'all, it's like acrylic on top of acrylic on top of acrylic. And like very just I can't. So for me, I'm the girl that's like, your outfit is cute, but like you're musty, or you know, like it doesn't move me. So I just, you know, that's Jen, y'all. Y'all get on my nerves for real. Y'all know y'all's comments is being recorded. But yeah, so I like the dress might be cute, but I can't move. I can't move. I'm sorry. Okay, y'all. Let's do a panel. I've been talking to y'all for a long ass time. Why y'all just be listening to me yap like this? 2 hours and 18 minutes. But see, you know what, Dee Dee? It's not the end of the season. It's not the end of the season. And she came in most recently. I can't move for it. Y'all are so funny. I can't. I'm sorry. I love y'all and I can't. Okay?
A panel? I thought you were getting ready to get off.
You know what, Becky? I should have, because y'all got to go to the barbershop, huh? Yeah.
Oop.
Okay.
Let me not mess stuff up.
We'll do it for like an hour, and then I got to get off because I got to go get the manager from her program. Y'all, the manager was pissed at me this morning, Dad.
Why?
because she had her presentation for her business school program, and she has really bad anxiety. That's why she is in her school instead of going in the building. And she was like, I can't do it. I'm like, babe, you're going into junior year next year. This is one of those moments where you're going to have to push through. You're going to have to persevere. We're going to take some anxiety meds, and we're going to get up and we're going to do it. And she was mad AF because I just have a lot of time. Usually they can tell me no. And I was like, not this time, babe.
Yeah.
This time you got to do it.
Yeah, it's time.
I know.
And she needed that money.
Poor
And she's
baby.
getting a check. She's making $900 doing this program.
Girl, you got to get that bag. You got to get
do
that
your damn
bag.
presentation. And
The
get your
anxiety cannot stop the bag.
Dad, I'm trying to tell her.
And that's coming from an anxiety girly. Can't stop the bag.
Not stop the bag. You feel me? And so I'm like, listen, I know you mad at me. I love you, and I'll see you later. But you going. You going, mamas. Okay, let me bring all y'all up, and then y'all, I have to take a bathroom break. Proverbs 31, are you trying to come up? Because I know you don't usually come up, but you requested.
I can't believe dark skin's up here.
She about to be
Hey, girl.
Protect her ship.
How's your TV and its legs?
Worry about your TV.
Up in the air and spread.
Okay.
Clam slamming it.
Y'all thought y'all was gonna make me take my legs off my
Flips
TV.
in defiance.
It made me realize that I needed it more than ever.
Please.
Why is Nike up here? She don't be watching the show.
Did you finish the episode?
You know what? Hold on. Let me.
I did it.
How do I drop somebody and block and mute? Because the bullying of mods will never be allowed.
Y'all are funny, bro. I'm crying.
You saw how fast I packed that person up earlier that called us weird. You got to go.
Get out of here.
Let me just, can you mute somebody? I can mute her. I can block her too. But I won't. You're lucky. You've been touched by an angel, girl. And the angel is me.
If you block me, do I get my $6 back?
No, I'm not gonna take that money from Tina. You better Venmo her now again.
Happy Soul Ties Day to those who celebrate and understand real buzz. Dark skin.
Happy Soul
real buzz.
Dark skin does know real buzz. She just doesn't know the difference.
No, she wanna fall.
No discernment.
Buzz. She wanna fall on her shield of love so bad.
Round up your panel. Yeah, round up your panel, because I'm forever a Nicolandrian and forever a Ola doll, and I know Buzz.
She wanna
I
be on
gotta
her
give
shield
her
of
a chance
love.
for that.
Nike, stop.
I can't let you out.
I'm not the one muting you. That's God. That's not me, actually. That God said, she's about to lie. Let me wrap her up.
Okay, let me ask a question. Cordelia's and Charlene, are you actually trying to come up? Because I know you both usually just watch and don't come on the panel, so I'm just trying to make sure.
I just also have really one quick thing to say. For all them Trinity fans who had the nerve to say that today is going to be equivalent to their Soul Ties Day, I want you to get the fuck out my face. Because
who was saying that?
Listen, I went on Threads.
Probably dark skin.
This person said this is a day for Nicolandria and Trinity because this is the day they were trying. Let me tell you something. You better take that unemployed bald man and go buy him a new shirt and leave my couple alone. Okay, thank you. That's all I got to say.
Exactly. KP said it. Yeah, it was dark skin who said it.
Y'all gotta leave my girl alone.
I won't even put that on dark skin. I know who it was.
Oh yeah. Everybody block who you need to block.
Okay.
I've been blocking. I don't know
Me
about
too.
y'all.
Okay, that way we can see the comments better, so we can see who we need to block faster. Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna start with this panel. Everybody's gonna get their time, and then I will rotate because I do want you all that are in the queue to also be able to come up and share your thoughts. I'm gonna take a bathroom break. I'm gonna start.
Can I go last?
Okay, just kidding. Dark skin, I'm gonna start with you. Nike, Nike or Bad or Gigi, it doesn't matter who. Can you manage the time so dark skin and Danny definitely get 5? Deborah and Brittany, are y'all subscribers?
Yes, I am.
Brittany also gets 5.
I don't think I am.
Okay.
Okay.
So 3 for everybody else and 5, but I'll start with dark skin and I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, girl. Talk your Brittany shit.
I am not 100% a Britney. However, POP holding it down. I do think. Aren't you supposed to be going to the bathroom? Why are you here watching me talk about them? All right. So I'm not a Britney. However, I do think that they're gonna win, and I hope that they win because I have money on them. All right. But I did wanted to say that I've never, even though Nike is a mod, ever compared Nicolandria and Brittany. I don't even do that, okay? I'm a Nicolandrian first. I don't feel no spark with Trinity and Bryce, but I like whoever Trinity likes, all right? So I'm not going to let y'all talk about Bryce too much on here. I will be clocking y'all however I can. That being said, what's up, y'all? What y'all been doing? I don't have nothing else. I really don't.
Girl, you be getting up here playing.
I really don't care about nobody else. I like Anaya because she's black. Stop playing with me, Gigi. I like Kata because she's black. I like who else is black?
Casey.
I like Casey because he's black. I'm
Kenzie
always gonna
likes
go
to
with.
act like she's black with her black sense sometimes.
I don't. I'm not a type of person that sways my loyalty, so I'm always gonna vote for the main cast first, and then I like. I think that girl that be kissing on Sincere, I like her a little bit.
Melanie.
Yeah, and I like TT because she seemed like me. You know what I'm saying? We're a little bit crazy. Like she'll let Casey know. But other than that, y'all, I don't care about nobody else. I did watch a little bit of the scenes with Corbin talking about Kenzie, and I felt like, okay, I always knew he kind of had a little ick, but his ick wasn't too icky because he was DJing. Who told
He's a man, a light-skinned man from Miami.
The whole time, the 2 hours Tina was talking, let me in was not here. All of a sudden, I'm talking, let me in is here.
Because I sent them the live so they could come back.
Good. Whacker again, let me in.
I'm done. I don't care. I'm standing by my couple. I don't give a fuck. All right.
Your TV.
I do think that Jen and Kenzie, I think I love watching that. It's so funny because wasn't they just best friends? And now Kenzie's showing Jen that no, I'm the alpha. They don't know how to be friends. White girls, they don't know how to be friends. And obviously y'all don't either. I'm gonna take this time to tell y'all that I have been a Nicolandrian and y'all are supposed to hold me down, but y'all up here let me in, bully me. And that's some up shit.
I don't know what to tell you, girl.
And I let her do it again. Whack her again. Whop, 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 whop.
You knew what was going to happen when you came up here.
Exactly.
Sometimes the agent of chaos has to meet the federales.
I don't y'all, they're gonna win. Well, I don't know.
There's nobody else against them. Of course, him and her unemployed man are going to win.
I do think that
Shay and
when Casey and Anaya get back together, because they'll find their way back together, they're going to win.
I'll vote for them.
I told y'all, and I might be wrong, but I told y'all, people were like, who do you think is getting the win in edit? I said, actually, I feel like Casey and Anaya because they're the ones that we're seeing the most challenges with. And then like Sincere and Melanie, we got challenges with them, right? And they found their way back to each other. If that were to happen, I could definitely see them swinging the public.
Bryce already told you him and his girl faced ups and downs on their shield of love. I don't know what y'all be talking about.
Yeah, the ups and downs were him being scared that she was going to choose a black man with tattoos.
It's the shield of love. Y'all not
He should
understanding.
have.
He has that shield of love around him.
The shield
She
of
should have
love
went
is
Mind
with
you, I have
bedazzled
31
pants. I
seconds
don't know
left.
what's wrong with her.
And I could have
Bedazzled
wanted to
pants
sit
is
in
better than a
silence.
hole in
I'm
your
going
shirt.
to sing until
Mind
the
you,
22
I
seconds are
still have 20
over.
seconds left, and I just wanted to sit in silence. A moment of silence for my couple. But
No.
no, y'all. Tina.
No. Bedazzled pants are better than a hole in your
Not
shirt.
right. Good.
Not you removed her.
Bring her back.
Good. Get out
just
right
happened?
now.
Girl, I'm sorry.
What just happened?
You've been
That was
evicted
not
from the
me.
Big Brother house, from the Big Tina house.
I don't
Please
care what
pack your
style the
belongings.
shirt is. It's I fix garbage truck style. That's what it is. It's not grunge.
It wasn't me, KP.
It's
It
I'm
wasn't
broke.
me.
No, it was Gigi.
You know what, Gigi? Come up here and get your 10s. Come up here and get these gifts.
Y'all put her in time out. That's so crazy.
You are so mean, Gigi.
That
you know
was
what?
not me.
Gigi is the epitome of Ahmad.
Y'all are police.
Gigi's the epitome of a warden.
Not just dark skin. Y'all are so
Oh, wait, who let her back up here?
me.
Let me go on my other account and report her.
Y'all know dark skin, my girl.
Oh, Nike gonna be up here controlling the traffic and she don't watch the show.
Nike don't even watch the show. At least I give it a little shot. I give it a little views. Y'all can say what y'all want. Y'all can be mad. But I understand that Trinity is 22 and Bryce is 300. 336.
And still unemployed.
But
a white man
vote
in
for
America
a friend.
and you're unemployed.
I rather vote for a friend couple than not.
But see, here's the thing, dark skin. I could get behind it if they were being honest that it was a friend couple.
He said that he would rather unalive than couple up with someone
Love
else.
story that's pissing me off.
Let me in say,
but you
epitome of I have a sad story.
You admitted that that Trinity doesn't really know. She's confusing comfort with liking. So
that's what I've been saying for months.
She's 22,
but she
so I'm not
can
gonna
tell everybody to lead she can tell everybody to lead a man though. She can tell everybody to lead a man, but she can't see that maybe her man is a little bit insecure and might be playing the game. She can see everybody else though. Leave your man while you go sleep in soul ties like anybody was touching you.
DJ, give me 2 minutes back.
You know what they say in the Bible? Get the log out of Daniel 9 first. Get the log out
Why
of
does
Daniel 9.
Nike get to say anything? She doesn't watch the show.
Because she's on the panel.
Like what?
Because she's on the panel.
Give me my 2 minutes back.
No, you wanted a moment in silence for your couple, remember?
This is chaos.
2 minutes
Were
back.
you silent or were you silenced?
Okay. Chill. Dark skin, say what you need to say about this little couple, child.
All right. Wait for my 2 minutes.
Give her 50 seconds.
Okay. Don't, y'all, give me my 2 minutes. Y'all, listen. Trinity doesn't know that she only thinks of him as a friend. That's the only person in there that likes her, right? And just like the same thing being said about Bryce, that's the only one, girl in there that wants him. So right now she's being like tricked by the system. You know who the system is? The production. And that island is playing with her mind. When they get out and they realize that they're just friends, cool, but they'll be out with $100K. Duh. And I'm okay with that. And I don't need no damn sad stories.
Tell them that. Don't tell us that.
You
tell
just
them
stole
that.
my talking points. I've been saying that for weeks.
But I'm not going to vote for a 30-year-old white cisgendered heterosexual able-bodied man who failed to make use of his privilege appropriately.
How are you a loser in white privilege too? Like, hello? Wake it up.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not voting for him either, but I have been saying the same thing.
I ain't got no sympathy for that.
No. He literally has he has bootstraps on his bootstraps and he can't make it work in America.
Tina, I wanted to ask
as a model
you,
in California.
Do you still think that Trinity is mean? Or do you still may feel like she's mean? Oh, you know what, Danny, I wanted to say, you said that she had smoke for everybody else's cup or telling everybody else to leave their man. I think that she was just getting that information from her man because at first she wasn't.
No, her man's not there. Her man is not in that villa with her right now.
But he said something to her before he left. That's how she had that conversation with Anaya.
She's saying it to everybody. Leave your man, leave your man, leave your man as she goes sleeps in soul ties. Her man is not there.
She has only, let's keep it a peace, she's only said that to Anaya.
She told Kata she was.
That's because she got a lot of smoke from KC.
She said, explore, do your thing, da 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 da. But she just told Anaya in first look, you keep being a dummy. He's playing in your face. I'm sick of, she also told Anaya on another episode, I'm sick of him. He keeps playing in your face. He thinks you're stupid. Anaya's the only girl that she's given that energy about a man.
That's why I said, because she doesn't like KC. She likes the other ones for whatever reason, but she don't like KC. She doesn't like KC because of what Bryce said, but Bryce is just a loser. Of course he was hurt by what KC said.
Can we admit
He's
that
insecure.
production is playing games too? Because when she was having that conversation with Anaya about Soul, about KC voting for Soul or wanting to keep Soul, what blah blah, you could see that she really didn't want to have the conversation. She said, I know me and you have heart to hearts. And she was like, it seemed like she was being pushed to ask that question.
I hate the production line because one thing about PPG, they told you.
Because you said Bryce is a loser. Get over it.
Bump y'all. I'll be back.
One thing about PPG that they made very clear is that production would tell them to do something, and you know what PPG said? No.
Because they have integrity.
When they told Miguel, you need to pull this person and don't talk to Leah, Miguel said no. When they told Leah to do something, she said no. You can say no. Like, the only person that makes you think that production has something on you that makes you couldn't say no was the leprechaun last season. You can say no to production.
Not only that, they tried to tell Leah that Miguel didn't take her seriously and tried to keep her from talking to him. So they were still able to communicate because they're adults.
Like, if Trinity didn't want to have that conversation, she could have said no. But let's be real, Trinity was upset, and she's been saying it even in Casa. I didn't like what Casey said. She's been annoyed at Casey because, remember, before she found out that little statement that he made, she was actually telling Anaya, you're doing too much. Like,
correct.
Casey is saying something, you're not hearing him, blah, blah, blah. The minute that Casey said, I'm actually surprised y'all are in the top 2, is, I can't stand your man is evil, you need to leave him. No, girl, you're just mad because he don't see it for you.
So anyway, that's the timeline. That's the way it worked out. So dark skin, I feel like I don't like some of the behaviors. Period, full stop. Okay, Nikkei, give me your thoughts, my love.
It's not so much about the show. It's about what the show is doing to people and how they're putting their own emotional deficits onto these people. And it reeks of biases where, first of all, you guys are over-sexualizing the Black people. It's disgusting. The way that you guys are misinterpreting, it is malicious at this point, how you guys are misinterpreting what Casey is saying, the way that you guys are putting your own feelings onto Anaya, when what you think Anaya should be feeling is exactly counter to what she is saying she's feeling. And you don't know the girl. I don't know the girl. The girl barely knows herself because she's how old?
23. Very young.
So the way that you guys want to give grace for a 30-year-old white man who failed down in a system he can stumble and he should be a millionaire by now, give the same grace to these other people. It's just, it's a trip. I don't understand like how it happens every single season. Well, not really. Because season 2, I feel like, season 2 was a mess. But it was a mess for a reason. Because he played in Justine's face. But it's just wild. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, my love. I'm gonna go back to Cordelia's. Cordelia, give me your thoughts, my love.
Cool. Hi. Hello, everybody. Me, I have to say I'm a fan of Trinity, so I'll always love her. And one thing I wanted to know is, do you think any of the girls are going to bring back somebody from Casa? Because I don't see it.
I mean, the only people I think that are bringing somebody back are Jin and Kinsey, obviously. I feel like Anaya's a wild card, but I don't think she is. I don't think she's going to bring back Carl.
Well, thank you for having me on the panel. I'm not a member, so I won't talk a lot. So I'll let your member talk more. Thank you, Tina.
Thank you, Cordelia's. Thank you for always being here. Love you down, of course.
Love you too.
Give me your thoughts, my love.
Hey y'all, I'm at the nail salon waiting for my turn. It's self-care day. You know, let me just get it off my chest all over me. Then last night is, I'm not used to people not wanting me. You and you and Kenzie deserve each other in terms of friendship, not the I'm a preference. And here I am calling you a unique beauty because sis, I do like your mole. But I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna tell you what everyone else is saying online. If you get a little money, you might wanna get your teeth fixed. That's always a flex, no shade. What? It is always a flex. I ain't gonna hold you. You don't need no lip filler. You cute. You just need a little bit of maybe an Invisalign. Okay. I'm done. Listen, I'm still gonna be Team Kanaya. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I like them together. I do. I feel like, Tina, I've been listening to your videos and I listen to the all 28 minutes and 28 seconds like a podcast because you know I love a podcast. And I'm gonna re-listen too because I like to listen to stuff twice just to make sure I'm getting the gist of things. I feel like they're gonna help each other grow. They may not last forever, but they're serving the purpose in each other's life that they need to, and then they'll both move on. I'm okay with that. We already know Mel and Cynthia are getting back together, so let's just glaze over that. We already know Trinity, they're gonna be back together, but I do like Trinity. Hold on, someone is echoing. What is that? Angie, is that you?
Yeah, it probably is. Let me mute her. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. We already know Sincere and Mel, they're getting back together. We already know Trinity are getting back together. And what I feel with Trinity is just a friendship. Though I am down for my girl Trinity, I love her. She gives very much bubbly black girl. She reminds me of a younger version of myself. I love that for her. She's so like, she speaks her mind. She reminds me of myself. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I'm always like Trinity. If half of them win, I'm here for it. What I want Trinity to do is take that money and not share it with Bryce. That would make me happy. Okay, I said it. Trinity, you ain't got to share with the colonizer. I'm just saying, reparations. You know what I mean? We've already gone through enough. What else is going on? I already spoke about Casey and yeah, I like them. Trinity, Mel and Cynthia are getting back to. We already know that Kenzie and Jen are bringing their own men, but I might have to side on Jen with this one. Like Kenzie, you have a good connection with Dylan. Y'all look cute together. You stay on Dylan and let her have goal. Like Kenzie, you just want to be the baddest YT girl on there. Like let Jen have it. Now, if Jen turns on Kenzie, that will make for good television. Because you know I like YT on YT crime. Only on reality TV, y'all. Not in real life. Yeah, let her have it. They're cute together. Does anyone else? Dylan kind of reminds me of Zach C from season 7 a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little comparison there. Really, really handsome in the face. I like the hair. Kata, please, my Haitian queen. Wake it up. But listen, if you don't wake it up, I'm not judging you. You know, I just turned 36 months ago. It took me some time to get there and break out of that pattern. And so that's what I'm hoping for you. Zach, you're manipulative as AF. I don't like that. Stop completing with your brother Charlie. You lost. We find Charlie more handsome. Let me stop. I'm just speaking for me. But it really seems like he's in a one-sided competition with his brother because all the videos I've seen, it seems like Charlie out here defending his brother down and you over here competing with him. You already outlasted him. Also, Zach, I'm going to tell you this right now. I better not see you on Love Island Games next year, bro. Don't come back. Don't come. I do not want to see you in games. Do not come back. Talking about games, who do I want to see in games? I want to see Bea come back. I want some athletic people to come to games. Bea should come back for games. Yeah, no for Sean. Anyone athletic, please come back to get for games because they do the international. I'd also would like to see some of the people from the UK this season. I am now about to be 6 episodes in, and I'm loving the way that the UK they're prioritizing more emotional connection over the physical, and there's a lot less kissing, so I'm loving it. There's not even really challenges. Like, it's just a lot of more emotional intelligence going on. I do know some stuff is gonna go down with one of the black girls, so this is probably my first and last season of UK, but I really wanted to like compare and contrast but yeah, those are my thoughts. Justine has been on so many times already. She did Love Island Games the first 2 seasons, so we don't need to see Justine back. She's done a lot of reality competition shows. She's basically an athlete herself. I want to see new people. But yeah, that's it.
I don't want to see any of these girls come back to Love Island Games because I fear that they will get stuck in the love and not play the fucking game. And on Love Island Games, you have to play the game. Period. You cannot be there head over heels about some man. That's what got Andreina into the situation she was in last season. Absolutely not. No, Perpy. Anaya already has a man. Okay, Angie, give me your thoughts, my love.
Hi guys. What is it I'd like to say? Earlier when you were making a point about KC and how like I think Gigi came up and then she said for a man that you guys were claiming that is so sexual and then he wanted to do sexual things with Anaya and he couldn't his like sexual thing is like vanilla. And the point I wanted to add to that is like, did you guys not see that really uncomfortable conversation he had with Sydney that night? Like, Sydney was sexually forward. She's like, what do you like to do? This and that, whipped cream, all of that.
Angie, smexual. Okay, go ahead.
Smexual, y'all. Did you guys not see that conversation he had with Sydney? She was talking about smexual things and how she's like sexually free and like all the kinky things she got. That man couldn't even talk about it. He's like, I'm like, Casey, have you ever been with a woman? Because I'm confused. He couldn't even get through that conversation. That's what I wanted to talk about when Gigi came up. I'm like, yeah, talking about that. And then for like you said, when you're having conversation with Corbin, a very sexually liberated man that's not afraid to say anything that he has done, if he wanted to say smacks, he would have said smacks. The man want kisses and hugs. That's why that one leg bothered him so bad. He saw Anaya's leg on that man. The first thing he said is, she never did that with me. That's what he wants. It's nothing crazy. He doesn't want to go full intercourse on live television. I don't think that's what he wants. And if he wanted it, I think TT with the tatas would have offered the way she be pouncing on him. And he has yet done it. So I don't see what it is that you guys are seeing, especially when you guys are calling him a predator and all of that. That's weird. That's just strange to put that out there. That's just strange. Has a narrative at all. What else? I don't know why Jen is mad. Jen, please. You were okay. Yeah, you were okay when Kenzie was doing it to Melanie. So this is not the time for you to be mad. Kenzie's playing a game. It might be a nasty, dirty, low down, dirty dog game, but she's playing the game. She's gonna stay regardless because she's always gonna have a backup plan. It is what it is. Get your money up, not your funny up, Jen. What else? Gal, let me tell you something, Gal. Do not. You shouldn't have the gall to be pulling the things you're doing, Gal, because you're not a looker. You're not a looker. No shit to you. You're not much of a looker. You should get what you can get when you can get it. Jen is clearly into you. Kenzie, she's just playing. She just needs you in her back pocket. You should go with Jen. Because any chance they get, they're gonna drop you, Gal, because you're not the best looking out there. No shade. What else? Another thing that you said earlier about the conversation between the boys and the girls. They're saying the exact same thing with different delivery. The exact same thing they're saying, but the girls are saying it more in a mellow way. And I think their intent might be different, but they're saying the same thing. That's why, like, honestly, I don't think production should let us preview to conversations between Corbin and what's his name, Casey, because it feels like barbershop talk. Cause when they in there, they be ripping it out. They saying anything, and the delivery is not always good, y'all. We honestly, I don't want to listen to them any longer. Keep that conversation. I don't want to hear it no more. Who else? Oh, I think I said that on the last live early. Wait, what time was it? Well, last live. Leave. I need these Casa girl not to talk about Kenzie. We don't like Kenzie. Any chance we get, we're gonna boot Kenzie. But this is not y'all place to talk about anybody, because regardless of what it is, we're always gonna pick the OG girls. That's it. That's all. You know. Don't talk about her. And Piranha, I need Piranha off my screen. That lady irritates me. I can't. Because why are you actively pursuing a 22-year-old when you're about to be 30? I need Piranha off my screen. That's it. That's all. I need her gone. I can't do it. She's a weirdo. And then the way she keeps talking about, I can't wait to go to that villa to show them girl. Show what? Every girl in that villa was born with everything they got on. I'm not sure about them lips. Okay, let me stop.
Angie, you ain't never told a lie. Looking like
let me stop.
I think that's why it's hard for her to speak sometimes. Them lips be getting in the way.
I call her Piranha for a reason. Them fish lip. Okay, let me stop.
Kenzie is half plastic at this point.
Y'all are killing me. Child, I don't know if them prayers gonna make it for Anaya and Carl. I think she really liked that man, KC.
No,
I don't
all
want
I'm
her to
gonna
like
say
him,
is, hopefully Perita
really
gets
likes
dropped
that man,
for the
KC.
racist stuff.
Stop wasting your time on them. Pray about Bryce and Trinity. Get it done. Get it gone.
Trinity. Free your sister Trinity.
Free her.
She don't want to be free. She don't want to be free. She want a Timu version.
I'm gonna need Amora to get on her spell.
Don't save her.
I'm gonna need Amora to cast a spell for me. I need somebody to get in contact with her.
She's trying to get her Timu version on, okay? Model girlfriend and DJ boyfriend. She saw the pipeline.
Listen, we're not starting that.
Okay, listen, I'm a mute y'all because I gotta get through y'all because I gotta go in 25 minutes. But listen, I will say this. Bryce did talk about, the garden that he's watering anyway.
Like I said, they saw the pipeline.
Shanice, please give me your thoughts, my love.
So, hey guys, not too much on Casey and Anaya. So, those are my clients. If everybody know I feel firmly about them. So, it would just be like Casey and Anaya kissing in the tree. KISSING. And not because they're happy and not because they're sad. Just because they're gonna win and secure the bag. I ain't voting for no Trinity and no Bryce, no Brittany and 5, no Carl. Kanaya and 5, none about that. Strictly, if you want to be relatable and if we want to be real with ourselves and actually watch how dating is in the real world with all the challenges and just being normal human beings, you all know they're going to find their way back. They're two 23-year-olds who just got to figure shit out, but leave my boy, let them have a good time. Yeah, listen, I find it so funny because the reason why I really have to laugh, because if I don't laugh, I'd cry. Because y'all take this so personal. I just can't wrap my head around how personal everybody seems to be taking it. Now, everybody could have their take and their opinion. But let's be real, none of us don't know these people for real, for real. We know about an hour of them for 2-3 weeks. It ain't that deep, y'all. It ain't that deep. And the other person whose neck I'm not going to come off of is Zach. I don't like that man. I don't ever like that man. He, Charlie, and the whole chocolate factory could go. I don't like him. Because when he saw the picture, he didn't care about Kate, I feel it, He cared how the public would perceive him. He's so calculated and he's so smart. And everybody just seems to let her go over the head and okay that this and Kate. I don't even want Kate with him. I don't even think I want Kate with nobody. She don't could go at this point. Honestly, she needs to go on. She don't could dress up. That's just in my humble opinion. Again, my opinion. People, I just don't like Zach. Trinity, I honestly don't know how to feel about Trinity. She's something, respectfully, like a Shelly, does move with the wave and she don't like, I don't know. I don't like how she rocking, because even if you don't like Casey, you don't have to dab on an eye for Casey. Casey said it and I didn't say it. So the switch up and the change was a bit real. And honestly speaking, and I still didn't do nothing. And I ain't even see and I say anything negative about anybody once. Let's be real. Who she? I've never seen it. I just never ever see it. And that's my problem. It's a problem in case he actually be honest. He explore. He do what he had to do. And it's a big hullabaloo. So much discourse about Casey, but nothing about Zach. Everybody find that's normal. Everybody find the fact that a 30-year-old interested in a 22-year-old is cool. Okay. All right. I see y'all for what it is.
I'm just saying. I will, subscribers, you will have a video later today about my perspective on Casa with Casey. Exactly. She called him fine shit. Cheryl's, listen, I'm telling y'all, when that man read that letter, he was like, she thinks this? Like, I swear it was like the man had heard the shit for the first time. I was like, what? Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. I don't like that. Okay. Deborah. Okay, you know what, Tashina? I will make sure to tag you in it. Deborah, give me your thoughts, my love.
Hey, I don't know. I don't think I have too many thoughts today just because I finally got to decompress from yesterday. So the emotions are finally down. But just to add to y'all's point about how there's not a lot of like talk about Zach and stuff, I feel like a lot of the talk in the beginning was so much about Zach and Bryce possibly being queer or whatever was going on there. And then the show ended up adding so much more fuel to the fire that took up everything. Like, it got to a point where we were just like, does he even like Kada? And it wasn't because we were thinking, oh, maybe he doesn't like Kada because he's playing her, which it still would be because he's playing her, but because he really likes Bryce. And now that it's like kind of toned down and people are kind of noticing like Zach's little like inconsistencies, especially after he said, can I talk to other bombshells or would you be mad? As they're changing the sheets, I will never forget. If I was Kate, I would have jumped across that bed. Like, y'all would have seen something else after that, personally. But I think that's the main reason why. It also helps that he kind of looks like a Disney prince, so he like has this innocent air about him. It's weird. But I don't know. For everybody else, I feel like it's low-key anybody's game, y'all. I know y'all saying Trinity and Bryce for the win, but low-key, we have seen some things happen. And if you've watched Love Island for a really long time and you've watched like multiple different like seasons, at least UK as well as USA, you can see people come out with the win. Like people who were straight up villains in like the first half of the season, all of a sudden they're winning the entire show with someone they met a week ago. Because they had a great storyline, like they had something to like, you could actually see the progression of like growth or something else like within their journey. So I really think it could be anybody's win. At this point, I think like for real, I think Casey and I could win it because it seems like they're going to get back together. I hope Anaya sees the videos and stuff of him talking about her like that though, because I just think she needs to see the duality, like this little prince thing that you want in your life. Like, I know you've lived a privileged life. Your mom has showed us that you've lived like a more privileged life than others. But you need to see that these men, they don't care. They don't care what you want, what princess treatment you think you deserve. They're gonna treat you whatever way they see fit. So you're either gonna accept it and like not like move on from it, grow from that, try to like make a workaround around it, or you're gonna find somebody else. But I just kind of hope that she sees those videos and she either airs him the fuck out on national TV. Like, I want it so bad. Y'all don't know. I want it so bad. Or, I don't know. I hope the girls jump him a little bit, not too much. Like, don't make him cry, but I want a single tear in his eye just a little bit. Not nothing too much. Everybody else, I don't know. I don't really care about them. That's it.
Thank you, Deborah. That is fair. I don't know if I think she's going to air him out. I think Anaya, and I've said this from the very beginning of the season, she's one of the few people that, not to be shady to everybody else, but like she has something to lose, and she definitely has like a reputation to uphold because she's already in a career. I don't know if I see her ever really going all the way there, even if she really wanted to. But we'll see. We'll see.
Can I just say something really quickly?
Yes.
What I was going to say too, also what I think it is, once Casey comes back and tell Anaya exactly what happened, exactly like transparency, no lies, no holding back, no pieces left out, trust me, they're going to win. They're going to win. I told you I'm going to stay on that. They're going to win.
Yeah, I think if they talk about what they saw and people watch him be what they've said he has not been all season, though I would argue against that, honestly, I think people would be swayed. I also want to point out, someone said that they can see Kenzie winning. That is one thing I do want to make sure y'all name. While y'all are whacking at KC, you need to stay focused. There's some people that you need to make sure don't get a fucking bag. Okay, the MAGA princess cannot fucking be in the final four. Okay, wrap her up. All right. Danny, Shanique, I think so. Because I think, personally, I think that people will fall into the storyline of it, right? People like a good love story. They like a good, rags to riches, pulled themselves up, right? Like they like that, I think it could definitely be something that people fall into. Danny, please give me your thoughts, my love.
Kenzie would only win if Kenzie actually stayed with one guy for 5 seconds. Kenzie bounces around. I will say on the Jen and her topic, why should Kenzie leave Jen's man alone? Like, I'm sorry, Kenzie's the only one playing the game. Who is there? Is there dibs? You just met this man? Who says he's your man? Like, I'm sorry. In all honesty, the only two people who have been playing this game of Love Island the way I've seen it be played for years is actually Kenzie and Corbin. Like, I don't like the two of them, but they're the only people who are exploring, being like, you know what, I really vibe with her. Next, they're the only two people. So other than that, Jen, go find yourself. First of all, the question you guys should be asking is not why Kenzie is trying to take Jen man. You should be asking why Jen, in a villa of 6 men, only stuck and put her eggs in one man. That's what you should be asking, because why is Jen only talking to Gal? There are other men in there. Now, they're men of certain types of melanin that she don't like, but there are men in there. But I don't really care about them. All the girls are not bringing anybody back, except for the only toss-up for me. I mean, obviously Kenzie and Jen are bringing somebody back. The only toss-up for me is Mel. I'm interested. I feel like she is going to go back to Sincere, but I do feel like there's like a 5% chance she might do something different, and I'm interested in that 5% chance. Especially if Sincere comes back, which what I think he is, alone. Because Amora / Ursula, he not bringing her back. Casey and Anaya's not bringing anybody back. Casey is bringing TT back. I'm interested to see on how that goes. Because while Casey might be honest, I do feel like Anaya might spiral into, this is what I've known all along. They really would have to have a conversation. And I don't know if Casey can be mature enough right now to have that conversation. But we'll see. I personally, either way, I don't care. Who else is on this cast? Oh, Kata and Zach. I know some people are like, oh, I'm mad that Alana left and it makes him look like he was never gonna choose Alana. He was never gonna choose Alana. I don't know why y'all thought he was gonna choose her. he was never really fully that into Alana anyway. Kata is gonna act like she's mad for 5 seconds and go back cuddle up with her man. Trinity and Bryce, Like I said, I find it funny that Trinity is telling other people to lead a man while she has no cares in the world of leaving their man. The only thing interesting that they can do for Trinity and Bryce in these last 2 weeks is next week send in a bombshell that's strictly for her and a bombshell that's strictly for him, because in all of what I'm seeing, Trinity herself has also never had a bombshell strictly for her, because Corey, let's be honest, was talking to her, but he really wanted Mel, and nobody wants Bryce in a 10-foot. Like, that's the only way I see something happening, because other than that, it's just the same old thing that we keep seeing. Yeah. The only other way I can see you making some of this cash shake also is I need some compatibility challenges. I need to see how well you know your partner. I need, like, if you're not going to send in bombshells for them, I need them to have questions that start putting cracks in people's relationship of how well you know your partner, or like what the outside looks like. Because other than that, it's not giving. And yeah, I know people have not been wanting to do the whole, like, no, they're not trying to be Nicolette. I've heard they be saying some things sometimes that I'm just looking to the side like, so we're not gonna point that out. We're not gonna point that out. Somebody saw a script and he's following it. But I guess if he needs to win the 100K to buy himself a new shirt, I guess. Is there anybody else on this cast? I just need to see something shake within the next 2 weeks. I feel like by Wednesday, the Casa drama is going to be wrapped up. And then after that, what? I'm going to just have to see them being weird. Someone's saying Zach is the Kendall of season 8. I think Bryce is the Kendall of season 8, to be quite frank. I think Bryce and Trinity are Kendall and Nicole. Because at the end of the day, I don't think Zach dislikes Kata, or it's not his type. I just think, he's running that girl in circles, but I think Bryce is the Kendall. And y'all just don't want to see it because everybody has smoke for Zach. Rightfully so. But because Bryce is more quiet, you guys don't want to give him the smoke. How is Bryce Kendall? What have you seen from Bryce that shows you any effort in his relationship with?
Nobody wanted Kendall. Nobody. That's
what effort do you see Bryce make? He talks about the ups and downs, and we have not seen it. The ups and downs was you asking Kata, can you be with her, and her saying, boy, if you don't get the fuck out my face. That was the ups and downs. The ups and downs was the girl asking you for affection, and you run into your friend and saying that she was argumentative with you. The ups and downs was you and Zach basically trying to ruin everybody else's relationship in the whole villa. There is no ups and downs. Nobody wants the two of you. Like, let's be real.
Okay, you're right. Listen. Yes. The ups and downs was that pillow that he immediately moved from between them. Like, cut the shit, please. Please. Okay, Brittany, please give me your thoughts, my love.
Good evening, folks. I'm going to start with the Battle of the Blondes. I'm not interested in seeing them fight it out for a guy that looks like a 1970s corn star. I don't even know how he made it through casting.
Oh my God.
Casey and Corbin, in their language, people are so upset about how they said it. But still, let's focus on what was true, right? It doesn't matter. And yes, barbershop talk, but sometimes when guys are frustrated, or just people in general, you say things a little more harshly when you're expressing frustration. And I'll say, when I get frustrated and I'm tired of telling the same story over and over, I get a little nasty with it so it hit home. I do it to my own mama. I done told her one time, even hoes get purses. Okay? I don't hold back. Anaya and Carl, I don't know what's happening there. My theory when she picked Carl was she wanted to pick somebody that she wasn't necessarily sexually attracted to, so that she wasn't tempted to do anything or go too far during Casa, so that she could make it back to KC. I think she was playing it strategically. As a fellow Virgo, that's what I think is happening. Now, will she go back to KC I'm still on the fence about that because also as a Virgo, we don't like to be embarrassed and we don't like to feel played. And if we do feel embarrassed or played, we're going to play a game right back. So I'm interested to see what her game is. Trinity and Bryce, I'm going to say one, and I might get whacked for this. I think some people are going so hard for Trinity and Bryce because they have Nicolandria FOMO. They weren't on the ship last season, and they saw the wave, and now they want to be a part of it so that they can say they were a part of something.
Clock it.
That's just one of my thoughts, right?
That queen.
And then, secondly, Trinity and Bryce's relationship. This is just my thought, and I could be wrong, but Trinity suffers from conditioning because from the very beginning, Bryce put out his insecurities. He kept asking for reassurance. He kept wanting her to affirm that she liked him because, oh, you don't really like me. Oh, yeah, I do like you. That's conditioning. So now she's conditioned to help reassure him every single time. She's not crying and committed because she's in love with him and misses him so much. She's crying and committed because she doesn't want to hurt his feelings. She's become invested through that conditioning. Look up Pavlov. It's conditioning. And his attention is conditional. And the only reason why he was sad, showing emotion with no tears, is because his only source of reassurance is not there with him. And I'm really curious to see, if you look back at his conversation with Sincere, when he's talking about love, he keeps looking off somewhere. His focus keeps shifting somewhere. And while he's talking about love, I'm wondering who or what he's looking at. Because if he's looking at Zach, I want to know that.
Looking for a camera. That's what he was looking for.
Camera or Zach. He was looking for something. He was looking for something. And then back to my Amaya and KC, and people were talking about like the winner's edit and comparing it to Serena and Cordell. I can see that because people actually hated Serena. And they thought that she was playing in Cordell's face the whole time. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of felt that about Anaya because in her conversations with KC, the most she would go is, aw. And I'm like, girl, are you Kendrick Lamar or what? Like, what's up? Yeah. And then I want Kenzie and Zach chopped. I don't care who is the collateral in that, but they have to go. They have to go for sure. And I really don't have nothing to say about anybody else.
I'll say really quickly, in defense of Anaya's awe, if you've ever seen remember, go back to how Nick and Alandria, when Nick is like pouring into Alandria at the beginning often just goes, "Oh, Nick," because I think
she did do that a lot.
Yeah,
but she would also use endearment terms like, "Oh, Nikki Poo."
Not all the time.
Not all the time. But she still had her terms of endearment.
In the speakeasy, one of my favorite scenes of them are in the speakeasy when Nick is really like being like, okay, where's your head at? This is how I feel. You make me happy. Every like hour with you was like different and unique. She never says Nicky Poo. She says, "Aw, Nick." And it's not because she dislikes him or she's like it's hard sometimes.
Well, I felt like she was nervous and in her head in that moment because she wanted to do more. You could see her like questioning whether she wanted to go in for a kiss or what.
Maybe Anaya is too. Like maybe you like both girls.
I have a question.
No one's saying Anaya is Alandria. You never heard me say Anaya is Alandria. Like, come on now.
Oh no,
I'm putting
one person.
Yeah, we're just comparing behaviors.
I'm just saying, like, Alandria often always said at the beginning on Nick because I think it took her a while to really grasp what he was saying and accept it, and it maybe is for her too. And again, no one is saying it is the same. They are the same person.
Yeah, we can hold space for that.
Yeah, y'all. Okay, Angie, you had a question and then that.
Yes. I feel like everybody's always so focused on the black women and the way that they do show affection. Because honestly, I've never seen an overly affectionate black woman, especially an OG. Like the Casamore girls, they be overly going because that's what they're trying to do, get into the villa. So that's the mission. But an OG black woman, I've never seen them overly sexual. Serena wasn't overly going. Olandria wasn't overly going. They don't make big display of affection. Because like, Anaya is really trying with that Carl dude, and her heart is not in it. She can't even look at him for too long. And that's the same thing when she first started with KC. She wouldn't really face him when they would talk. She would face away from him, looking wherever the hell she was looking at. And it would be him that would pull her towards him and make her straddle him and all of that. So is it that they don't like the guy, or it's just Black women are so hyper aware of conversations?
I think it's both.
Yeah.
And with Anaya, you guys could be right. She could be a grower and not a shower.
I think it's a multitude of things. Number one, I do think that we are, as Black women, and we know we've heard this from other Black women, that they are definitely aware that they are on TV and how they are being perceived. It's part of what I said I really liked about Trinity, right? Is that she's like, I'm doing whatever I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing up as myself, whatever, right? And I can appreciate that about her. I do think that Anaya in particular does have a lot to consider. Again, we all know that she grew up in certain circles. She is in the nonprofit industry, which is like philanthropic work, right? And I'm sure they're doing like gala type of like nonprofit work, right? Like you have to think about, she gonna be around some of these people again. She can't be busting it wide open on TV all the time. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that she is doing her best to show up for the experience. I do think she is conscious of the fact that she's on TV. I think that Anaya might just be awkward a little bit in general. But I make the argument for Anaya that I make for every Black woman, which is that none of these people have to perform their intimacy for us to know that they feel connected to their person. Like, we're actually not owed that as an audience. If you want that, only is available. You can get on, Cornhub. There's places you can go to if you want to watch people's intimacy, but they don't actually owe you that on the TV show, or after they leave the TV show. The other thing I would say too about Anaya is I do think that, like, for her, it was an initial, just based on what KC has told us, it was an initial, like, we're just building a foundation. We're just getting to know each other. And based on what Anaya has said, I think as comfort has come, she has been more willing to be physically close with him, but that's not how she starts. That's not what she leads with. Some women lead with their sensuality and their smexuality, like that's a part of sort of their aura. Anaya doesn't give me that aura, right? Anaya keeps asking, she just asked that man last night, have you ever written a serenade? Like, she is giving Disney princess, right? Whereas other women are giving, Jessica Rabbit, right? Like, she's giving something different, and that's okay that she's just different in that way. Because it might be true that they don't have anything in common. I want y'all to, I'm gonna say this, agency, I'm trying to be nice for real, but y'all say this so much in my live and in every live that I'm in. Someone saying that they don't have something in common with someone doesn't mean that they don't like the person.
Tina, I wanted to say something really quickly to just to lose a chain of thought, right?
Okay.
Remember when it was back in with Cordell and Serena? In the beginning, nobody didn't really like Serena because they were saying she wasn't interested in Cordell, and that's how the show was so edited, right? She wasn't interested in Cordell or whatever, up until he went casa, he did his thing, she had the big blow up, it was good TV, everybody liked it. Right? Then we move on to Nick and Olandria and Taylor. And Olandria was the opposite. She took everything in. She carried herself with grace up until that post box thing when she couldn't take it no more. And then he picked Clark. And everybody still was hating on her. She didn't come out, she didn't emerge the winner, but she actually won in real life. And now we have Anaya. And so there are comparison. Everybody like to say don't compare, but there are comparison. And the one thing that remains steady is they are very, very, very sensitive and hyper aware of how they carry themselves. That ain't changed from none of them.
Yeah.
And it's because of how many backlash they just get.
Yeah.
And I think with all three women, what you have seen for both Serena, Olandria, and Anaya is that sometimes Black girls don't always move in the way that you want them to move to show affection. That does not mean that they do not like the guy. Like, I know a lot of people at first were like, oh, I don't think Anaya really likes Casey. She just might just be awkward sometimes. Like, we don't know what, like, they're also hyper aware they're on TV. Like, I don't, Landry was the exact same way. she, even with Nick, she was like, towards the end, like people were like, oh, she doesn't like Nick. She did. She was shy. Like, and you could tell he knew when he was like, oh, did you miss me? And she was like, yeah, no, I did, I swear. Serena was the exact same way. No one thought she liked the boy. And it's like, do black women have to give you such a big reaction for you then to know that they like someone?
Well, I'm gonna respond and then I have to go to bed because I have to get off, y'all. Yes, because in their minds, black women are Jezebels. They want to put us into a trope, which is why the one moment that they have of Anaya, dropping it down and bouncing it, they're up under her video talking all that shit about her, right? Because they want to experience us as a monolith. If we don't fit into what they have decided is the narrative about us, then we are whatever they then decide must be true about us, right? So because now I will say that I don't think Anaya was super sexually attracted to him to begin with. I noticed that they had lots of distance between their bodies, like when they coupled up both of the first 2 times. I don't think that's inherently wrong. I think that she thinks he's cute, but I just don't think that she was comfortable in that way with him yet, And I never think it's anything wrong with the guy liking the girl more than the girl likes the guy. I actually think it all should always be that way. So, yeah, I just also want us to acknowledge that, and people have said in the comments, being the same doesn't necessarily mean being compatible, right? And not having things in common doesn't mean that you can't still like someone. And explicitly, let's remember, he was asked that question. He didn't come to the boys like, man, me and I ain't got nothing in common. Like it was a complaint. They asked him, what do you have in common with Titi? He's like, what do you have in common with Anaya? Man, I ain't got shit in common with Anaya. Like, he's like, he's answering a question and maybe even realizing it, but like, y'all act like he came and was like complaining about them, about the girls. So I just keep it. I think that there are things to whack KC about or to critique about KC. I don't think you have to make things up. That's it. Bad, please give me your thoughts around us out, my love.
I only got a couple things to say. I can definitely agree that there are some fair comparisons between Anaya and some of the other black girls that have been on the show. I personally don't like to do the comparison game because I feel like they can all exist on their own and have similarities, and we don't have to talk about what's the same as somebody else and what's different from somebody else because everybody's going to come on here and have their own experience. And I don't think that everybody has to be compared to each other for us to talk about their experience. But that's me personally. Y'all can do it. It's cool. Another thing, like you said earlier, I need people to really think about the way you are thinking about these situations these islanders are in. Because they're situations that we could all have been in, or that we have been in, or that our friends have been in. And would you feel the same way about these people if it was you or somebody you know? Like, it's really not, it's that deep and it's not that deep at the same time. Like, we don't need to go so far as to insult somebody for them doing something you don't like. Like, it's really okay. Nobody's ever going to do what you want them to do all the time. So I need y'all to lay up off of them. And then my last thing, I don't think anybody's really getting a winner's edit at the moment because we still got like 3 weeks left and things change so quickly on Love Island that we could get new bombshells and they end up being the winners at the end. So I'm going to just wait and see what happens. But if there is no couple that I like, I'm not voting. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not voting because I'm not going to be a part of giving somebody money that I don't feel like deserves it. So that's all.
I love that take and I agree. Like, we really don't have to platform people, right? Obviously there's going to be a winner, but you can also choose to not be a part of it. The last thing I will say is y'all are saying it in the comments and I don't disagree. Both Bryce and Zach are going to go back gossiping. Now Zach is going to have to do a little bit more work because he got to clean up the mess that he done made, right? But yeah, they're both going to go back gossiping to their girls. I wanted to also say this one last thing. Somebody had mentioned it about Zach and Brittany talked about the conditioning with Trinity. I made a video about it, but I'm going to point it out because, oh God, it was so beautiful when Zach did this in the episode last night because I was like, yes, this is exactly what I told y'all in the video. Trinity felt guilty for kissing Corey. She said, I feel guilty. She was sobbing in that confessional and said, I feel guilty. You don't feel guilt unless you've been told or made to believe that you should feel guilty for a thing. You are in a time of exploration. Everybody's supposed to be doing this. Why do you feel guilty? Because she is conditioned to believe that she owes something to Bryce, right? Mind you, look at Casa. Look at the other side. Zach got in that confessional and said, I don't feel, like I owe Kata anything and blah, 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 blah. But once she got that fucking picture, what did he say he felt? Guilty. He felt guilty. He felt guilty because he was caught with mud on his face and blood on his hands, right? He was caught, and being caught is what made him feel guilty. But before that, he didn't owe anything to her. He was exploring just like everybody else, right? That's because the conditioning has not happened from Kata to Zach. He only feels guilty now because he needs to go and explain himself. And it is a clear difference in the way it looks when someone has been conditioned to feel like they owe you owe them something, which she has been his emotional support person. I know I say it jokingly, but I am serious. And when you have not been conditioned to feel that way, to drive the point even further home, when they were in, there was somebody, Brittany sent me this video, and I told Brittany, I said, I basically told her she was crazy without saying she was crazy, right? Someone described Bryce as having a secure attachment style because of the way that he responded to the picture. I am going to remind you all that are in here, when Bryce saw that photo and the boys were sitting around talking about it, we all saw the look on that man's face, number one. And then he told the boys, I'm cooked. These are his words. I'm cooked. She likes guys with tattoos. She's never been with the white guy before. The guy said, no, what you have is different, blah, blah, blah. Your situation is different. Y'all are good. And then he was okay because he got his, again, affirmation outside of himself from the people around him. He did not come to that conclusion on his motherfucking own. Y'all are not about to gaslight me about what we're watching in the show. Okay? So that man started in the same place he always is, and then somebody talked him down. This time it was just the boys instead of Trinity. That's it. Okay? Of course we do, DD. Did I say we didn't? I'm just saying that to say that the way it was positioned in the video is that man looked at the photo and was like, I'm secure in my relationship with Trinity. I'm just going to focus on liking her. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. He got there after he got talked down.
He was giving soap opera.
Everybody else.
Gotta always talk him off the ledge, or else he might jump.
So, yeah, I need to
see him having a chaperone every time he go near that wall.
He told you what he would do
turns.
He told you what he'd rather do than bring somebody back. He told you Sincere looked like he was about to call the on-site psychologist.
The life coach, the coaches.
Man, what is going on?
Sincere was like, the fuck is going on?
He was going to call the coach for him.
Honestly, the looks that Sincere be giving Casey and Bryce sometimes, Sincere was like, yeah, something's up with you. I gotta go.
He cracks me up. Okay, I love y'all down. I will see you all after the episode tonight.
You or me?
How long it's gonna be? What'd you say, Bat?
We're doing your live?
Yeah, I was gonna go live again.
Okay.
Unless it pisses me off, Bat, then you can go live.
Are you going to record? Because I'm going to miss it.
What? Okay, Tina, what outcome would piss you off exactly?
Anaya choosing Carl.
No. It's not even, nope. So it's not even that the episode would piss me off explicitly. What would piss me off is if we get an edit where when I get on the internet, all I'm going to listen to is people screaming into the ether about fucking Casey and Anaya.
Yes.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be tonight. It's going to be an everyday thing. That's why I said for them to separate, so I don't have to do it anymore. This reminds me of Jeremiah and Huda. Separate. I don't want to be a part of this no more.
Listen. Okay, I love y'all.